had like a childhood that I was always moving, and like, well, you come from a fucking third world country, but kind of already coming in with the mentality like they're gonna already like judge you. You're already like the outcast. You're already like I've been the outcast like my whole life. Like I've been the single child for the majority of my life, majority of my childhood. So I grew up like on that note. And dude, I went to school. My parents threw me into kindergarten, bro. I didn't even know English. They just threw me in. Like just threw me in there. Like we came out the plane from Ecuador, immigrants. Kindergarten started with. We came here in like August.
So you were like 6 when you moved here?
Yeah, I was like 5. And they just threw me in the fucking water. Like go.
They didn't know English either?
No.
Oh my god.
My dad and mom were 23 when they moved here, bro. And
holy fuck.
And they came here with 3K, which is crazy because 3K now ain't shit. Like my dad was telling me like 3K back then was like still ain't shit, but he was like still was like a big difference from now.
They had you when they were like 17?
19.
Holy shit.
Crazy, bro. My dad really like that's why like.
Damn, so they're still pretty young. They're only like early 40s.
Yeah. I was like all power to my dad. I'm like, damn, so crazy. Like,
bro, he went crazy, dude.
He went crazy.
What did he do?
He came here.
What did he work from? Like, what did he start with?
He really just did everything from always just being like construction, just 2 hands, like on the handyman vibes. Like he was like, he would do it more himself. He was like more independent. Like he was him doing it with his hands. Now he's like got a whole company, like they all like just like do everything for him. But he just runs his company. But like he along the lines, along that path, he worked the 9-5 like young person. He did do that. He grinded. Where was he working? He got any jobs he can, bro. In Long Island, New York, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of like immigrants too. There's a lot of opportunity in Long Island, New York if you meet the right people.
They moved to New York first?
Yeah, we moved to Long Island, New York first. So like. Honestly, like, we also had some family and shit, so it helped that my dad got tapped in. He had it in. He came here. My dad was already, like, a smart guy. Like, he graduated Ecuador being, like, med school and shit. Like, he came here, like, graduated med school already in Ecuador. Well, when you come here, that shit don't mean shit, unfortunately.
Right.
And it's crazy that he was willing to, like,
go back
to nothing. Like, he worked his whole, like, from high school till that point to graduate med school in Ecuador. He was literally, he's done like open body surgery. Like,
holy shit.
Like he knows how to do that shit. Well, I'm sure he knows how to do it, but he hasn't done it fucking centuries, not long. But he's a doctor, bro. He knows like his medical shit. He studied med school, so he knows like he's literally a doctor. He's just like he didn't go to med school here. He tried, but between worrying about a 5-year-old, worrying about a whole woman, like where you gonna live, I'm sure like the rent, all that shit, bro. It was probably hard for him to like lock in OD hours studying. Especially it's a different language now too. He didn't even know English. Now he's studying med school English.
That's so crazy.
And honestly, he tried to take the test mad times and he failed. He failed the test, kept failing it, and he was kind of like, I remember like it came to the point that a lot of the times he was failing it, he was also kind of keep working too. So he was like working handyman shit. It was a lot of like labor shit. He was always doing like labor shit. But he was smart. Like he was always a smart guy. Like I mean, he's book smart. So he wasn't like he would like learn shit himself. He would teach himself how to do shit, and then next thing you know, bro, was basically like plumber. And then next thing you know, he was an electrician. Next thing you know, he was like just learning new skills. Picking up a lot of jobs, like kind of door by door, and also my aunt, which is his sister, she got married to my uncle that worked in real estate, so that was like huge. That made my dad.
That could plug your dad for
that
jobs.
Plugged my dad for jobs and stuff. And then at first, my dad told me, he's like, I'm not gonna lie. At first, like your uncle, he's like, it was like more like he's giving me jobs, he helped me and stuff, yes, but like it wasn't more so him, it was other people that also worked for his real estate business. He was like actually the owner of the real estate offices. He was like, it was the other people that I met through him that gave me more opportunity in the beginning, and then your uncle like gave me more opportunities. But in the beginning, he didn't like do that. Like
you had to like earn it almost.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like saying like honestly like it all worked out, but grind, bro. And then he just kept making. The word got spreads around a lot in New York, bro. A lot in New York is emotion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, was he learning, like, did he try to learn English while he was doing all this, or did he just pick it up from being around it?
He did try. He did go to school, I think, for like 1 year. Remember he read The Outsiders, remember that?
That is such a funny thing to think about, like a full-time guy, like, working, trying to make it, and he's gotta read the fucking Outsiders.
Yeah, he liked it. I liked it too.
I mean, yeah,
that was like my favorite book.
I love that book.
He put me onto it when I was like, what, 8?
That book's fire, dude.
So around the age of 8, I read that shit. Cause like he gave it to me. That was like his like homework. But he didn't go to school that much. I mean, like it was like what, like 1 hour a day, like like just the Spanish class. I mean the English class. But nah, man, he spazzed, bro. A lot of hard work, bro. In the span of like, realistically, bro, in the span of 5 years, he's fucking super snapped. And then another 5 years went down, and he fucking super snapped again. Like,
did he buy the house and homework right away?
We lived in this house in Brentwood.
Oh.
We lived everywhere, bro. We were bouncing everywhere. My dad, we were always just bouncing around. We started off living in the 1-room apartment. Then we went to like a basement. And then in that basement, we went to the house, Brentwood, which was actually my uncle owned the house. So we would pay him like the rent a month, which was like, it was bread, right? And then my dad, through that time, bro, I think it was like 2 years.
That was the same uncle that had the relative, and then he's American, like he was.
Nah, he's actually Bolivian actually, but
like, did he grow up in America or he moved here too?
He grew up in America, but he was born in Bolivia.
Okay.
But he came at the age of like 8.
Right.
And he was like a hell older, so he was like basically just
like you.
Yeah, exactly. And then honestly, my dad, in the span of those 2 years in Brentwood, that's when he was like, alright, before that, in Bayshore, he was working the school buses, bro. He was dropping off kids, like, school bus, not like, it was like special, I think the kids with like special,
yeah, like a small bus?
Yeah, like the small bus. And then, he was doing that, he hated that shit.
Hell yeah.
When he was doing that shit, he was ahead of the schedule, and like, it was like such a grind. Like, for the ass of bread. And then he was doing that, and then eventually and then on the side after that, he would come home and do construction, like on the side, pick up some shit. And then after, he was like, fuck this. Once we moved to the Brentwood house, I feel like that's when he really was like, I'm opening my own, like, I'm bringing like a couple people, and like, we're doing shit, like,
he probably got like a feel for everything at that point, was like, damn, dude, I can just fucking do this myself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, within years, like, he was like ready to fully commit. He kind of like put the books up, he was like, alright, this doctor shit, it ain't working. He was like, you know what it was? He locked the fuck in. You know what made him lock the fuck in harder? Like, it was like the best thing that could happen to him, honestly. When my mom got pregnant the second time, he was like, alright, bro. He's like, this is like, he's like, now that's when he like put the books up. It's chopped. He's like, it's money moves now. Like, it's not like, I don't got time anymore. Like,
can't chase the dream.
Yeah, he's like, it's chopped. Like, and
which is so tricky because it's like.
And the dream, honestly, wasn't even like meant to be. Like, I think that he told me, he's like, that was more like almost like his grandpa's dream.
Okay.
He told me that, like, you can tell, bro. Like, he likes doing what he does, right? Like being like handy guy. He likes fixing shit, bro. He likes fixing people's problems, shit. He likes like.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to unwire. Is like your parents' expectations and like, because you obviously like everyone wants to make their parents proud. You know?
His dad was a doctor. He did it. At the end of the day, he graduated in Ecuador. He became a fucking doctor. His dad can't tell him shit. But I feel like part of him was probably like, oh, you know what? Like for the U.S., United States, like I worked so hard to be a doctor. I have to be a doctor here. It'll be for nothing type shit.
Yeah.
But honestly, then he was like, screw this, and then he started making money moves, bro, like picking up jobs, like working the way up, bro. I think in 2 years he probably saved up like 200K.
Jesus.
And then he was like, alright, getting a fucking house, like buying a house, like the down payment on that house. The one in Holbrook. We got it. That house was like, the bank was taking it back. The house was in shambles before we got it, bro. It was looking like shit. So ass. It was like the whole block was looking nice and the house was looking like not.
So this would probably fall like, what, like after the financial crisis, like 2010?
This falls around like 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, so you didn't move to Sachem till
2014.
So you were in like 8th grade?
9th grade?
Damn, bro, you didn't move to Sachem until high school.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's why like, I was always still like, that's what I'm telling you, bro. All my life I kind of been like, I'm an outcast, bro. I've always been like, new kid. And like, I got used to that. Like, I wasn't really like,
So did you
strict about it. It was like different for me. I was like, oh shit, normal.
You just got used to it?
Yeah, like, I didn't really care.
Did you
like,
have any like friends like from when you were moving around that you stayed close with though?
Yeah. When I was in Brentwood, my parents, well, when I was going to Bayshore, I was going to Bayshore public schools. When I was in Central Islip, I was going to Central Islip public schools. But that was like elementary ass days, right?
Yeah.
And then once I got to the time I was in 6th grade, I was living in Brentwood, and my parents didn't want to send me to Brentwood middle school. So they just probably,
It's tough, man.
It's tough, bro. It's tough. Like, I'm not saying everyone's fucked that goes there, but like, you gotta have a strong mental because like
You kind of have to know what's going on.
you're gonna have a lot of like bad influences around. You're gonna have a lot of like.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta you gotta know what to fuck with, what not to fuck with.
Exactly. My parents were like, basically, like you're like hella like intellectual. You're gonna be fucked. Like they're like, they're not sending you there. They're like, so they sent me to Bayshore to St. Patrick's, like high school. And I went there for 3 years before I went to high school, and that's where I made my friends.
It was St. Patrick's, you said?
Yeah.
Bayshore. That was in Bayshore?
And then that's when I met a lot of my friends that I still talk to this day. Or like I can still call them up. I still became staying close to them throughout high school.
Okay.
I made some new friends in Sachem, bro. Definitely made some cool friends, but honestly, like, dude, they all ended up being so fake. Years later, I'm like, that's crazy. Like the shit I be hearing, like about some of them that were quote unquote my best friends. I'm like, that's great.
Yeah, you don't talk to them at all anymore?
No.
Like the Sachem heads?
Nah, bro. I mean, they don't talk to me. Like,
Yeah.
straight up.
So you were.
Even Bob, bro. Like when I was in high school, like I was really friends with Bob. Like he was younger than me, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. It's like.
But we were like cool with each other.
What about the other people you guys made music? Like.
Those were all Bob's friends.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
So when did you start making music?
Me? I was always kind of like, I always loved music. Definitely always loved music. Always listened to music. My habit was always like, was very like music oriented in my life. Even though I was very music oriented, I still was very like, not with the culture. Yeah, I was like a little like in the box. Like I feel like I didn't know about Future. Who has even about Future probably?
Like, did you just listen to music that you found on your own, or did you just?
Yeah. I found my own, and also I was like, didn't really have. My life, I didn't really have too many like. I had no friends.
Did you have like?
But they weren't friends that I was like. Neighborhood friends, like you locked in.
Like a core group of friends that you would just kick it with after school, or like it was like expected that you'd hang out with them every weekend.
Exactly. And then I got into EDM at one point. Everyone did a little bit, you know.
Was this like
Skrillex
11th grade?
Shit. Yeah. No, not 11th grade. I mean, it ain't for you. But I was a young.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm 24.
You're talking like early Skrillex.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like. The shit was coming out, like. The swag era, bro. The swag era, I was there, bro. I was fucking.
You are cinema.
Like the swag era, bro, was lit. I was fucking what, 6th grade? So fresh.
Shit.
Like I remember, but I was like, it was like a new world to me. I felt like I was like living under a box, bro. I felt like I was like between like having foreign parents and only having foreign parents at home, and the only thing that pop culture I would know is from fucking Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and fucking Disney Channel. Because I wasn't like.
Now, did your parents speak Spanish the whole time?
The whole time.
Do they still speak Spanish?
Yes.
Oh.
So like, my dad sometimes will talk English now, but like, mom definitely does not speak English. Like, she does speak English, but she's not like talking to me in English. Like, Unless you fucking
That's
like.
so interesting, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at why I never stopped, lost that side of me. But that shit, my parents, dude, like, all other kids, like, they were fried, bro. Like, maybe they were more exposed to the internet than me.
Yeah, like, were you on the internet at all?
I was, but
like middle school, high school?
I was on YouTube with it.
Right. Like,
Like
were you like funny, like
Smosh
funny videos, or were you like watching music shit?
A lot of, I used to make YouTube videos. I used to be obsessed with
Like just like goofy stuff.
When kids, I fucked with those Nerf videos that had muzzle flashes and shit. And like there was these other dudes that they had like the airsoft guns. They were making full on like action videos.
What? You're into all that? That's sick.
Yeah, I was. Especially Freddie W. He was cool. Freddie W. YouTube. I was trying to be a YouTuber. There was like the poppin' YouTubers. Like I was like trying. That was like I wanted to be a YouTuber. And I was a kid, so like it felt like hella doable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
because you're just like you're not like trying to do anything. Then you're just like it's hard to explain, but like you're just like being yourself and like just doing what you're interested in. You're not trying to like appeal to people, you know?
Yeah, and when
it's
you're
like
a kid, you're not like, oh my god, like nothing to worry about where I'm gonna live, like shit, like dumbass shit, like
paying bills.
It's like you're just like I'm gonna make this. Let's see what happens, guys. Like let's go. Zombies later, like what are you talking about?
Just for fun.
Yeah, like everything's fun. Yeah, tomorrow we should go to the park, guys. Like everything's like moves like non-stop.
Like it's like it's so different.
And nothing
so
changes.
magical.
The only thing is that you need money. If you had actual extra amount of money, you could do that. So everything.
Yeah.
If you really want to.
Yeah.
If you want to. Like.
It's so fucked because society like traps you. They tell you to go to college and like rack up all these student loans and shit, and that shit just traps you into a like fucking career type job that you have to work your entire life just to try to pay back the student loans for a decision you made when you were 18
People
years
get
old.
mad at when people say shit like that, but it's just the reality.
It's so
Wake
true.
the fuck up. I'm like, look, I'm not saying it's bad, because you know what? If you work a fucking regular ass job and you're getting fucking 100K a year, and you're using your 100K a year in a smart way, and you're multiplying that 100K a year, then what are we talking about?
Yeah, but it's like so tricky.
But
it's like,
you,
are you happy?
but exactly. I'm like, but what you had to do to get there, you gotta like have a balance. That's why people like that are doing that shit. You need those people. If you look at those heads, they need a girlfriend. They need.
They need a relationship with their family.
They need like.
They need friends.
They need that shit.
They need to go out every weekend.
They're afraid to be alone. They're afraid to be like. Nothing.
Do you think that's like? Do you think that's like how they actually are, or do you think that's just them trying to like attune to like the societal like expectations? Like, do you think people are like?
Dude, let me tell you something, bro. In the past year, I was dating a girl that was very reserved and very conservative before the girl I was just dating. And it made me start feeling like damn, like I have to get on my old shit. Like I'm not a kid anymore. Also, like moving to California fucked me up. I got stripped from high school and I didn't go to college. I got straight working with middle-aged men. So I was just like surrounded by a bunch of middle-aged men and working from fucking 7 in the morning to 6 p.m. and I would go to sleep and like wake up and do it again.
Do it all over again.
And like I was fucking 18. So like it's nothing wrong with that. It's a man's job, like it's real life and shit. But the fact that I didn't go to high school here and didn't have friends my age here was fucked for me because like. Nothing wrong with that if in like, okay, after work I'm hanging out with my homie. This weekend we're going out. Like,
yeah, you have something to look forward to.
I have none.
Yeah.
Like I had to look forward to was honestly playing Overwatch with my homies. It was just like these homies that are my friends already. So video games was my escape. And then I chopped the video games because I really want to do the music shit. And I told them, I was like, guys, like I don't have time to make video games. Like, I want to do music shit.
Now, what grade were you when you actually started trying to make music?
10th grade.
And what were you using? Just like your family
me
computer?
and my dad. No, I had my computer. Me and my dad caught. Well, I told my dad, I was like, Dad, like I feel like I can get a mic. That's all we need. Like I can make music professional. Like I know how to do it. Like I'm observant with it. Like I searched up. Like my dad's all my life he's known. Like I'm good with computers.
Really?
I'm good with softwares. I'm good with like.
So he was on board with it?
No, at first he wasn't, but then but he makes music before before the past.
What?
And he's like been a rocket.
What?
And honestly, maybe
when he was in Ecuador or when he was
yeah,
here?
when he was in Ecuador.
What? That's fucking sick.
So I think that honestly, I walked out the room and then my mom kind of like was like, "What the fuck wrong with you? Like, you trying to buy a mic?" And we were like, "Nah, like, it's like $30. Like, buy the fucking mic." Like, which is like, and like I don't ask for shit. Like one thing about me, bro, is like I'm not the best fucking son ever. I'm fucking up all the fucking time. But I grew up. I have mad shit. Like yes, I get mad gifts, Christmas. Not from my parents, from like other relatives and shit. But one thing is like I don't ask my parents for shit. I don't ask them for money. Don't ask them for anything. So when I was then, I was like, I'm just gonna say yes. I'm like, I never asked for shit. I'm like, $30? Like, what are you gonna say? I'm like, that's why I went to go ask. So, like, I have a good shot. I was in high school. Like, I don't really expecting you to like pay your own shit when you're like 10th grade. And then they got me the mic. I got FL Studio, which I bought.
Oh wow.
My Chuck E. Cheese job. And then the other week, I worked
at Chuck E. Cheese.
I worked at Chuck E. Cheese. I bought FL Studio, and then what I did the other week after that, I bought the mic $300.
Holy
My parents
shit.
were sick. They were like, "You worked 2 weeks, you spent all your money on
All the
shit."
money on that.
And I was
on
like,
FL.
"Yeah." I was like, "It's fucking best investment ever." What are you talking about?
Fuck.
It's gonna change my life.
And then like, how did you just had to teach yourself? Did you watch YouTube and stuff?
Teach myself. Yeah.
Just fucking trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error. YouTube videos.
What was like your idea going into it? Did you just want to like rap and make rhymes? Did you want to try to like?
Well, what happened was, I wanted to make music. One of the things is like, I wanted to impress girls. Like,
Really?
I definitely was like, dude, like, what are we talking about? Like, these bitches were like,
did you have any
up.
girlfriends in like middle school or?
Nah, it was just like in 10th grade. So I think, but I was like, I remember there was just like shots. I was like, they were just gassing up. I was like, this is ass. So I was like, in my head, I'm like.
Were there other people making music?
Like, no, they were gassing up like.
Just shit online.
Honestly, this is gonna sound fucked. I fucked with Lil Yachty, but Lil Yachty came out, and then I was like, Yachty was like trolling me one night, and I was like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, these girls are so dumb. Like, they don't know. It's just like a dude for auto-tune. Like, it's not even like no talent required. I'm like thinking in my head, like, being the biggest hater, like in my head, because I'm like at the time listening to like fucking Joey Badass, like to bars and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, bro, I can do this. Like, it's not impressing me.
Holy
and I'm
shit.
still like to this day sometimes like I grew out of that mindset because like I understand the art of it. It's like it's bigger than that. It's not about the lyrics and shit. Like, I was like old head at the time, even though I was like fucking 14. But then that's when I got that shit. And you know what I feel like? I like Nav, bro. That's when I was convinced. I was like, bro, Nav, I just got the auto-tune, bro. Like, fucking talking on the mic sounds like God. Like, what are you talking about? I need this shit. And then Post Malone too.
Yeah, it's all the same time.
So that's when I was like, bro, clearly this is sauce. You get the fucking pre-sale. What are you talking about? You sound like in the studio, professionally sounding. And then once I got this presets at first, it sounded really like ass because I didn't know what I was doing.
Were you just trying to like one take everything?
It was trying to one take everything, which is not even the problem. The latency was so bad. That was a huge problem that I didn't realize.
The what was?
Latency. I mean, I didn't know all the terminology of all that shit, like the music nerdy shit. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything.
When did it start? Like, were you just getting beats off YouTube?
Yeah, I never got into the beat making. That's one thing. I always was scared to do that, which is why I can do it now. But it was a long time I was scared to do that. Right now, I'm pretty advanced, but I'm still very critical about mix. I think I can never like perfect it. There is no such thing as a perfect mix.
No, there is nothing. You can always get better.
Always can get better. I don't know. There's always like room for improvement, no matter what. Even though like I just played those songs in the car and I was listening to them earlier and I was like, they sound good. What do you think? Do you think they sound good?
Yeah, I like those songs. Did like you get hyper fixated? Did you get hyper fixated on making music where you were doing it every day when you first got the mic and the computer, or were you just doing it every once in a while?
Just doing it a lot. mad songs like every day. Honestly, like I was like definitely hyper-fixated with the music. I definitely am super want to get hyper-fixated with music, but it's like depressing right now. I'm like kind of like it's a very stressful topic for me.
Making music is?
Right now, like not making music, no. Like music in general, like the whole music Young4N career right now is like stressful for me right now, and like I try to make it not be stressful.
Why do you like think of it like that? Do you think?
It's been a long time, and like I think that because I just want to make music and nothing else. I don't want to stream. I don't want to fucking do that shit. Not because I don't like streaming, because I want to put all my music time into music, creating, and doing like stuff. But I want to be awarded for it.
So you feel like
it's very discouraging when you do all that shit and you get nothing.
Yeah, I know.
It's the worst, and then you gotta just keep like. Then you kind of want to keep doing more shit, but you feel like you have to push that because you work so hard on it. You feel like you work so hard on it. Like, I feel like I want more people to see it.
No one's seen it. It's like so hard not to like. It's like you have to almost like just create just to create.
Yeah.
Because like.
And that's the thing. You can't think about the numbers exactly.
Because it destroys the creative side of you. Like,
but it does get me mad. I'm not talking about I need millions of views. It does get me mad when sometimes like the app, for example, like the app is just point blank shadow banning. Like it's point blank just like not pushing my shit to my followers that already follow me. Because then I just feel like, bro, like. It's so ass, like, what are we talking about? But you gotta just keep doing it, like, more frequently, a lot more of, and up the quality, like, it needs to hit, like, the internet's a funny thing. You gotta do shit that, like, really, like, heads are, like, not wasting any time on, bro. Like, you can't be posting shit that's, like, not entertaining, or, like, not, like, something that's gonna make heads click on it.
The first project I heard of yours was it was like the PlayStation 2 cover with like the tan.
Oh yeah.
That was the first one I heard. That was probably like what 2017.
The dork shit.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I never even dropped it. It's like something before actually.
Oh maybe. Well, there's definitely the single you dropped.
Yeah, definitely the single.
There's that one song. I don't. Since when?
Yeah.
Is that it? Let's go! I remembered it.
Yeah,
That like just hit me in the brain.
That song is hella like.
That song was fire. That's when I heard. That like when did you start like clicking? Did you start clicking before that? Like your music, you're like, oh, I'm actually onto something.
Yeah, I started clicking.
Cause that would have been.
I started clicking pretty early on, honestly.
2017 would have been your.
2016, I started clicking.
That was like 11th or early 11th grade.
I started clicking, but I still didn't know who Young4N was. I started clicking though, like I started like actually making music.
But that was your name the whole time, right?
Yeah, 4N. But realistically, like, it's crazy because, like, there was a time that I was like, oh, like, making music, and I'm like, okay, this is actually, like, listenable to now. Like, it's, like, actually, like, listenable now.
Yeah, okay.
But it was still, like, now listen to it now, I'm like, oh, shit's, like, so, like, it's not ass, it's not me.
Okay.
If I played it and you, like, didn't know it was me, you'd be like, oh, it's not fire.
Okay.
But me knowing it's me, I'm like, oh, it's not fire.
So
it was so like it felt so like mushed up ball of like gum of like 16-year-old hype.
Okay.
Kid that didn't know what to do with music. Like I was just making music inspired off of the music I was listening to.
Like reflecting on that, like
I'm listening. Yeah, reflecting on it now. Like I was like so inspired. I fucked with Jay Krish and Rich
You
Kid.
think you were trying to like just do stuff that other people were doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
But like that's interesting though because that kind of
made
you like you said, it made your music listenable though in a way. Like you were like.
I mean, I'm talking about like I started off making music that. For the truth, bro, I've always tried to sound like someone else. And that sounds fucked. Not now, but like in the past, I was always trying to like see if I could do it.
Right.
I'm like, bro, how about Joey Badass type beat?
Right.
And like trying to hit it like Joey. Like, what are we talking about? Like, why not? Like, what's stopping me? Like, and I would do it, and I'd be like, bro, I can do that. I can rap like that too. I'm like, wow. And then I'd be like, look how I'll be like Travis Scott. I can do this shit.
Yeah.
and then I'll do it. But like I would be trying so much different things. I didn't even know like who is Young4N.
Okay.
What are you? Where are you going with it? Like, and then I think that when the time that it started getting clicking a little bit more is when I started dropping the Hollywood Dreams. When I started making that project. That's when I was like, okay, like now I know what to do. I kind of know like the effects and shit. But when I play it now, it's so funny. They sound so raw, the effects. Like, I'm like, yeah, I got the effects down. Like at the time I was thinking, I'm listening to this shit now, and like sounds like damn near like no effects on it. Shit like raw.
Right.
Like just like auto-tune and like. I mean, Here We Go Again definitely had a lot of reverb. I used to put a lot of reverb at one point in my mix. Mix is always evolving. Like I said, there's no perfect mix. Sometimes like the non-perfect mix is the perfect mix.
Now Hollywood Dreams, did that get a couple thousand plays right away?
No. That one was one that that was the first song that I was really proud of myself with those. Because
were you like, oh, I want to do more of this?
I remember I dropped Hollywood Dreams. Remember when Juice WRLD came out, bro? And I was like, I spent the whole 5 months walking around school showing people my music, same shit. Juice WRLD came out again and they were like, bro, this is insane. They were like, bro, this is like insane. I was like, revolutionary. I was like, what the fuck?
What did that mean?
I'm like, dang, I like did the same shit basically. I was like, what?
That is so weird.
Because in my head, like when I was like younger, I'd be like, oh, auto-tune, I sang too, the guitar, like what is the difference? But like, I used to hop on Post Malone beats, honestly, and like XXX beats, and I would be like, just was like Black Post Malone, bro. It's the same shit, bro. I'm like, literally, these like same beats. It's like hella early on, like obviously there's just more like spaz, but like hella early on, like bro dropped like all girls are the same. I was like, bro, like I wasn't saying it was a bad song. I was just like, can't believe I had to like gas in this. Like I haven't been trying to make something like this the last 4 months, like. Cause I kept hopping on not Juice WRLD beats, on Post Malone beats and like kind of hop on it, and it would be like.
What did they sound like? Was it just like a guitar with like a drum and some bass?
Like there's some diff. It sounded
really?
Like, I don't even know. It sounded like weird.
Like.
After Hollywood Dreams was like that same album, like the Blackout. You probably even heard that shit.
The Blackout?
Yeah, Blackout, the Thorns. But all that songs like that was like before Juice WRLD came out. Before like I was inspired by Pete really.
When did you hear Pete?
My girlfriend liked.
Your girlfriend liked him?
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time was like obsessed with Pete while we were dating, and I was like not really like paid attention to him too much. I tried to listen to him, but I was like it's like fire. I thought it was fire. It was like, oh, it's hard. I was like, it does sound fire, but I was like. But it wasn't lit. Like I wanted to listen to music that was, when I was like 16, I liked music that was like lit. Like hella like ignorant and shit. I was just
like party music or just like reckless?
Like it was just like reckless. Like at the time, like SoundCloud music was like fucking exploding. So I was like Ski Master Slump God, and then you listen to like Peep. It's like different vibe and like.
Yeah, for sure.
I like slapped it out the fucking phone speaker to be real. It's like a horrible test, but like. I was just like, I listened to it and I was like, I remember seeing him on Instagram. It was like, Pete, the Hellboy shit, hella like trending. I feel like before, bro, explore pages and shit like that were like, it was almost like more rare to be a rapper back then than it is now. Well, opposite. Back then it was like so rare to be a rapper. Yeah. Because the internet was so like, still kind of like, fresh.
Yeah, the underground didn't become
like Instagram was fresh, so like. Yeah, the underground was hella like low key. Like Pete was been making music. Maybe because Pete was from Long Island too. So like I made that song. But I was hella cool with Otto and all them and shit, like chatting up with them and shit.
So Otto pulled up to your crib for the first time with Cool? And you guys did you guys try to make music or were you guys just chilling?
We definitely tried to make songs, I think. Honestly, like it was valid, bro. Like, we were like I was making music that was just like me. And that's why I'm making music right now.
So that was like.
Do you know what it was to the time of 20? It was a time.
When did you feel like you started? Because you were saying like you didn't know what Young4N was yet. When did you feel like you actually defined?
Just now.
Okay, so back then you were just like
this whole time.
You were just still trying mad shit.
This whole time, I think I've been just trying shit.
Okay.
I think that right now, I'm more mature enough. My brain's more developed. I feel like I can make music so much easier now. It comes from my heart, from my soul. Like it's not that hard anymore. Even when I'm having fun, it ain't deep. Before, I'll be, what the fuck am I gonna say on a song? Like it's not even deep. Like. Boom, I got the 5 flip like charger, like some bullshit, bro. It doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like it depends. Obviously, if it's like a fucking pop ass beat and shit, I'm gonna be like hitting the, like not talking about some dumb shit. But like, I just like to feel the beat, feel the whatever I feel to do it. And it's not that deep. Like it's really not that deep. Like so it's not about the numbers, it's about the art. Like you're right. Like it's not about the numbers, it's about the art. It's like the thing is like that's why you gotta let music be your fun thing. You can't be like only doing music and expecting results and like expecting to get paid out of the music because I'm like it will take away that. It won't be like lit anymore. It would just be like
because even if it does hit off something that you're not like that's not you. That's
like when Here You Go Again blew up. I'm not mad about it. I like the song, but it's like in the moment, like it was a lot of pressure. I felt like I had to do. Honestly, at the time, I wanted to do more like pop punky shit and be more like rockstar shit, and like has wanted me to be more on that guitar ballad shit, making ballads and like singing slower songs from acoustic guitars. That was hitting. Every time I hopped on the acoustic guitar ass shit, I was like, they has like to see me sing. And I mean, I don't blame them. Like I listen to the songs. I'm like, wow, like they are good. Like.
But you feel like that's not you.
No, I don't feel like that. I just feel like a very one-dimensional side of me. Okay. It's not just like.
It's not the whole picture.
It's not the whole picture. Exactly. Like.
So like, I felt like when I moved back to, or when I first like heard about you guys and Hanny showed me your guys' music, it was like, in my head, it felt like everyone was at the trap. Everyone was making music together. It was like you guys were fresh out of high school, like or like a year out or something, and it was like felt like everybody was like making music together and like putting out songs. Like you were getting like all of Bob's friends on music. You learned how to like mix all their music, like Gab and all those other guys in one. And then like, was that actually a period of time where that was like that?
Yeah, it was like that.
Okay. That was like when Bob was fresh out of high school, right?
Yeah, I definitely wanted.
And you guys chilled like every day?
I saw Bob potential, bro.
Like right away?
Right away. Right away. The moment he recorded all my shit and I heard play that shit back, I was like, what the fuck?
Really?
It's like, bro, I was like, it's over. I was like, what? I was like, it's over. I was like, first time you recorded on my shit, you sound like this really? I was like, dude, and then we kept making music and it was like, honestly, like, hella easy. Like, holy shit, this is when we were making Cool Kids, all that shit before I even dropped it. We were making shit like Take Care.
Yeah. That's
the first song we ever recorded together in my computer.
Is that the Invaders Zim cover?
Yeah. The first song he dropped for me, that one, we made a song called What You Mean. I think the thing about me is that it's not too much about, I like shitty music. Like, or something. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, our music has changed, but, like, sometimes Google will be like, horrible. Like, not even my music. Like, he'll be, like, talking about other heads. And I'll be like, I mean, it's kind of fire. Like, he just doesn't like hip hop and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like some of the high rock is so cool. Like, not most of it. Like, I don't like the high pitched shit too much. I don't like labels, bro. I don't like calling shit hip hop. I don't like calling shit rap. I don't like calling shit. Yes.
Yeah, I
like
that too.
Talk about that shit, bro. Like, I'm just like the vibe, like.
Yeah. How's it?
That's why I like my music. I'm trying to like foreign used to be more like foreign. Like people need to see like I'm a happy ass guy. Like I'm not even fucking like sad and shit. Like,
right.
No, like I'm trying to be like motivational, bro. Like,
when did you and Bob actually start getting plays? Was it on? Did you guys didn't
honestly,
get plays
we
on
got
like?
Plays like we got plays on Talk to Romans.
Yeah.
But to me, plays was like everything, bro. Like even like 2,000 plays.
Was, yeah,
3,000 plays, like that was a lot back then. Like I was like,
I feel like since when got like 1,000 or two off of when it first came out? No.
I
feel like it did. It had like 2,000.
All I know is that.
Cause like
Take Care actually got a lot of plays off of it.
You like kind of like stuttered a little bit, and then it was like pretty gradual for a minute, obviously, until Here We Go again came out. But like, you put out songs like pretty consistently. Like they weren't breaking 10K, but then like you were always getting like felt like a couple thousand, like 2, 3.
I mean, I was
4.
promoting a lot. I was jumping a lot of money into my shit too, like realistically. But right now, it's such a fucked situation, bro. Like right now we have this month to lock in. Like honestly, like if I don't lock in this month, like it's so fucked. Cause like, I mean, like I have all the tools in front of me, bro. Like,
what do your parents take on it now?
My parents told a year ago, man, figure out your life. You know, they're like, they kind of just like always been with the music. They don't know about it. They can't hate on something they don't really know about.
So like, what do they think you're about?
They think that I'm probably like delusional half the time.
Like a what?
Like delusional half the time, probably. They just think that they're trying to see the results, bro. Like where it at? Like, they're like, okay, like, you're doing this streaming shit all this time, where the money at? Like, no money. I told them I pay mad debts. They're just like, damn, like, you were really in debt. Like, they're in the head, they're probably like, can't believe this dude was really in debt like this whole time. Like,
right.
Crazy. And, like,
now, were you just in debt with friends, or you took out like a credit card?
Dude, I was debt with the bank because I had this loan I got for this car that
the Ultima?
I crashed fucking 2 years ago. It was like 4K loan. Not even that much, but I got unemployed for how long, so I had no money. I was like not living with my parents. I had to like
interest racked up.
Dude, man, shit fucking went down. Like I had to pay. I was not living with my parents, so like I was like a full-out adult living. And yeah, even though I didn't have my own apartment, I was still paying rent, like to stay at my homies and shit. And like one time, then I moved to a different homies, and the rent was more there. And I gave him like I think it was like $1,000, and I just moved there, and I like didn't have that much money because I wasn't employed. So giving him $1,000 like off rip was like brutal, honestly, because I had no job. And then like I had to just move back to my parents. I was like, this is fucked, like. And then it recovered a lot with my parents, like a relationship. And right now they're kind of like.
Like, is there a period of time where you guys weren't talking? Or did you always try to stay?
Maybe we weren't talking that much, but they were kind of also like super stressed out. Like my mom was losing her mind. She was like worried that I was gonna like fucking. She was like worried you're homeless and streets not eating.
Right.
Like,
didn't know where you were.
She was worried, and my dad was kind of like he's got to figure it out. Mom was like stressed out. She was like pissed. She was like, bro, like. My mom is just like, you're a grown man, like, you're 24, like, I want to be able to come over to your apartment, like, let's just Josh's place, like,
yeah,
like, eventually, like, I don't want, like, she be thinking, also, my mom, she kind of delusional, but she don't know that, like, how much of a grind I'd be putting in.
So that's why I asked that, because
they don't know, bro, they think that, like, but like it's not gonna be like what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. It's not gonna be, and they think that they get scared. I feel like sometimes they think that I think like that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be rich off this shit and like a millionaire. I'm not an idiot. Like I'm not thinking that. Like I'm thinking like small. I'm thinking I'm gonna put myself in a position. I'm gonna get the money, make other moves. Like it's all about like. Reinvest in the money you make to other things, not just Pokemon, like one dimensional. Right now we gotta do it because the opportunity is there, and like I'm not dumb. Like who cares? Like I don't care if it's fucking water bottles. Like the money's there. It's something that like is cool. Like honestly, like I'd rather do that than fucking anything else for money right now. Like what are you talking about?
Just fill in the gap. When you were like, after you moved and you were like working on Adolescence, like that was a project you were working on for like a few months, right? Maybe even a year.
Yeah, the Adolescence started. The idea of Adolescence started. I was in New York. And I started founding fan beats. And there were a lot of like Clairo beats, which at the time I didn't know that was an artist. It's an artist actually, it's a girl. Didn't know that, but she was making beats, I guess, like on some indie pop shit, bedroom pop, and I hopped on that, and I started feeling hella happy, and I realized I was like, bro, like all the music that's coming out right now, like no one's on this happy shit. Who's making happy? So that's how I think about it. I'm like, no, like, that's like popping like that, no. So then I started doing that, and then I was like, yo, Adolescence, like, I want to make a project that, like, makes people happy. Like, they play this shit, and they feel like a kid again. They feel like they're, like, high school, like, young, like, you know, you just feel like a kid.
That's summer.
But I also then wanted to feel, like, almost, like, not, like, kind of retro-y. Like, I also, like...
You wanted to try something new?
No, I like that retro feel to it. Almost like I would envision myself a lot when I was making those songs. Like I would like picture myself like if I was like in that Dazed and Confused movie. That was like the inspiration.
What movie?
Dazed and Confused.
Oh, okay.
That was like the type of inspiration. Like I was like how like stoned. I was like stoned. Like, I was like stoned.
When did you start smoking?
14. But I've always was those stoners that was like how like smoking weed like. Chill vibes, like Sublime, I'm from Sublime.
You're wearing like a sketch ball trying to do reckless shit.
Yeah, I was like, like
just chilling.
I was like smoking.
Do you think what put you onto smoking? Were you smoking with like buddies?
My homies actually tried it. It's crazy because I said it was a private school, so we didn't really do anything in private school. We didn't drink, we didn't smoke. I remember, I think one time we like. Try to get drunk, we like shot like my birthday party like 8th grade. We were like, oh my god, we're fucking thousands. Because like that was the thing, we had that gap, bro, in that middle school since we weren't in public schools.
Right.
Other people were like hooking up and shit. I feel like the girls in our grade were like, I don't know, because we were in private school. I don't know what it was, bro, but they were like hella immature on that note. They were like hella crude, like they're like kissing the cheek, like I mean kissing on the lips, that's like a huge deal for them. Like they were like tweaking. Meanwhile, all the guys at other schools are like, the girls are like hoeing out, 13. Like what are we talking about? like what? And then, nah, bro. Literally, I don't know. I think one of my homies had like an older brother.
Okay.
And then like the other homie was like, yeah, I have older brother too. He smokes a lot. Fucking dumbass. Like had to like talking shit about it. And then all of a sudden, like I don't even know. I had just like tried it one time, I guess. And then they were like, let's do it again. And then honestly, somehow I was like the plug because I was like the public school kid. So I was like, they were like, we definitely got this. Wait.
This is like 8th, 9th grade.
No, this is 9th grade, yeah. And I got us some shit. Not smoke. I mean, I was curious. I remember I was curious and I tried to fucking. I was such a dumbass. I was like, I had the weed and I couldn't believe I got the weed. Like,
where'd you get it from?
Dude, this.
It's like an upperclassman?
Dude, this upperclassman that was in my class. Because I was like, I got put in, since I was in that private school.
Do you remember the name?
Oh, very so funny. I know a fucking head no. I know Javi knows that fool. Javi be like, oh, fucking pussy. And they're like, oh, there's a fucking pussy. Yeah, but Alec fucking sent me that shit. And I remember.
You hyped?
I was like, he like told me, he's like, I got boy, yeah, I got you, bro. He told me to chill. And then he told me, I gave 10. I did some sketch shit. Some 9th grade shit, bro. Some like lower classman ass activities. Like, gave him the bread, to give me the bud. And he like he told me, but he didn't come through. He didn't like fuck me over, which was so W, honestly.
Did you have to meet him somewhere?
Yeah. So listen to this. I didn't have a car. Bro was like, you gotta just pick it up here, bro, at this dude's apartment. I'm like, yeah, I did the most. I'm finding out. Dude, I have a mission for the weed, bro. I haven't even smoked yet. I haven't even smoked the first time yet. I'm like doing it for the homies. I'm like, yo, I gotta come through. Like my homies put me on the mission. Like,
holy shit.
Like I'm a badass. Like I got the weed. Like what are we talking about? So I found out the after school buses and I found out the routes. I was like looking, and then I saw this one was gonna take me close enough to where I needed to go. Bro, it was snowing. So I'm going. It was snowing, but there was like snow like on the ground and shit. Like, it was cold as fuck. I remember that.
You're mapping out the bus.
I'm mapping out the bus route. I get off this bus. Oh, that could be shit. And then, bro. Oh, we won 3-1.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. But then, oh my god, when I finally got there, I got the weed and shit, bro. I was so hyped. It was like in the pill bottle.
Wow. The orange pill bottle.
So gassed.
The white cap.
I couldn't believe I had the weed.
How much did you get? Like an eighth?
Something like that. About like a quarter, bro. We were like gas off the quarter.
It was so much back then.
Yeah, quarter.
It would last you a whole year.
Bro, quarter, bro. 9th grade, we was taxed too. Like 9th grade.
Yeah, it was probably like 60, 80 bucks.
Yeah, it was taxed, bro. 9th grade was like weed was not accessible like that.
Dude, to get a dub, everyone had to throw like $5. That was like a gram.
Yeah, no, literally.
Like $20 for a gram of weed.
Yeah,
that was like normal.
Yeah,
$20
$20 for a gram of weed was normal back then. And then by the time like towards senior year, that was like normal. Like you charged, you had more than 10. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Spitting on your face, talking about you're bugging.
Yeah.
You're like, I got 10 other people I hit up right now, 10 grams. What are we talking about? And then the crazy part is towards like on the high though. When out of high school, the heads were hitting the licks. They just posting talking about $100. No, I'll be like, alright, clearly someone just hit a lick. What are we talking about? Like 100 and no.
So did you smoke with them when you got it? With your buddy, with the private school buddies?
Yeah, we linked up. Sayville.
Wait, how'd you get, after you picked up the weed, how'd you get home?
Another
bus?
Another bus? Well, honestly, I think that it was so chopped that I got back to the school so late that I had to like call my dad to pick me up. And he was so mad.
You missed all the after school buses?
They were sick. He was so mad. And then I had the weed like in my bag. Like
Oh
I was
my
like thinking like mad, but like I'm like,
Oh my
so
god.
crazy. And then once I got home, I finally was like at the crib.
Back then, just looking at drugs almost got you high.
That's what I'm saying. Literally.
Like, just looking at it, you're like,
being a little kid. And then the next day, I like got home from school. The first thing I did, because it was like a Thursday I got it, and then like on the Friday it was like go time day, like you go out later or some shit. Dude, my dumbass before we got out, I was like, I'm gonna try it. I was like, oh my god, dude, he's like, I might smoke. You're young and searching up like ways to smoke.
Yeah.
Dude, my dumbass. Oh my god, this is the dumbest thing. I think I was like, oh, bro, I'll just pull it up, bro. Like, I got a piece of paper, bro. I thought I threw like fucking regular ass paper, bro. Like, fucking
A piece of loose leaf?
Yeah, like loose ass joint. I thought my head was gonna work. Bro,
It probably all clunked together, didn't even break it down.
I fucking sparked that shit.
In the room?
Let the window open. That shit fucking. No, honestly, it didn't even smell like fucking weed. It smelled like fucking burnt paper.
Yeah.
And I put that shit out so fast. And like, honestly, I didn't even know how to roll, so.
Yeah. It's just like a crumpled ball.
It was like, fuck, bro. It was like, I think there was more paper than weed in the first place. Realistically, like. And then.
Did you inhale?
Nah. I like tweaked. I was like, this is a
Light
bad decision. I was like, this is horrible. Like, what am I talking about? Like, this is the worst idea ever. Like, I'm literally an idiot. My mom walked in like a couple fucking minutes. I was talking about like, why does it smell like burnt? Like,
Oh
asking,
my
like,
god.
burnt something? No, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, mom. I was just lighting shit by accident. Paper. I was like, I don't even remember, bro, but shit was so funny.
And what, you had to wait till like the weekend till you
Yeah,
got to
then
see your
I
buddies?
actually smoked for real. And then when we
Did they have like their brothers roll you up a
I
joint?
remember, honestly, the first couple times I didn't even get high, bro.
Yeah, same.
I was like,
Took me a while.
I was like, bro, shit. In my head, I was like, and I feel like I was like capping to my homie because like I'm like, well, I gotta stop. This is it, I guess. I was like, I'm high. I was like, this is it.
Yeah, because you don't know what anything is.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Did you try alcohol at that point?
Nah, I didn't get that. Nah, I
Or,
think
like,
I tried it
nicotine or
before, but
anything?
like, yeah, the nicotine. I remember when the Jules came out. That shit was like nuts.
But was that before or after you tried smoking?
Oh, I think it was like after.
Like, I'm just curious if that was like the first like alternating substance.
I really miss smoking a bong and feeling like whited out. That was like youngin days, bro. I can't get whited out from a bong rip now.
Bro, I would cough. You would cough for hours.
I'd be fucked.
You couldn't even speak. There would be people that would smoke and be like, when we were that young, dude, you would smoke and like you wouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah.
So fucked up.
When I was young, I feel like it's crazy how high.
Dude, it was insane.
Like, is it because we were young? Like, wow.
No, like if you take a long enough break, you can get pretty fucking high again. But there's something about that like magic of when you're a kid, though. Like, I think it's more mental then because you don't know what to expect. As you get older, you know what to expect.
Yeah,
you know?
I think your brain's more like not developed.
Yeah.
I say like right now, like
you're just used to it.
When I took acid for the first time at 15, horrible. Like,
it wasn't a good trip.
It was a good trip, but
where were you?
It was the worst situation ever. We didn't think nothing through. We did it like idiots. We did it in the middle. We did it with nowhere to go. We just did it.
What the fuck? Where'd you get it?
We got it from a home. The idea was, you know why we did it like that? We went to this beautiful park, fucking crazy spot, like let's say some shit like that. Had like a lake in front and shit.
Whoa.
Got the acid. We tried it. No one tried. Fucking acid didn't work. I don't know if it got exposed to light. Maybe it was just paper. Who fucking knows?
How'd you hear about acid at that point?
My crackhead ass high school friends, bro. They were all fucking. I don't even know, but I think it's because like had older brothers, so they would just be like curious, bro. They would just kept. This is getting more curious along the years. It's crazy because my parents took me out the public school and I was doing all the drugs with my private school. Like I was like, this is insane. Like,
so did anyone trip off the first acid?
Nah, not the first song, but then the second time we did get more, and then had to trip and sack, and then like had to like let's just do it. We already wanted to do it today. Like let's do it. And then we did it, but then it was like about like 1 hour from it to become dark, and it's nighttime vibes, and we didn't have a house to go, so we were just walking like squatted up in Sayville, like 15-year-olds, like
what the fuck?
Talking about like
Main Street or like the suburbs?
Yeah, Main Street and suburbs, both. And we just tripped, but it was like late, and it was like peaceful, like it wasn't like heads out there.
Wow.
But we were young. I was like tripping about dumbass shit. I was tripping like, my parents are out of town, like they probably think I'm like the worst kid ever, like I'm on fucking drugs, like I was like somewhat conscious was bugging. I was like, I remember like
that young guilty conscience.
That young guilty conscience was eating me up alive, especially because my parents were drug testing me at the time for weed. And then like I remember like they did that at 10th grade. They started testing me, and they ruined my whole 10th grade basically. I was like,
oh, they got you?
Yeah, I was like, I can't even smoke. I was like, so ass, like. Everyone's smoking, I'm pretending limp. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, just sit there, like, watch everyone smoke.
Were they like, we're gonna keep drug testing you?
Yeah, they were drug testing me. And then, like, the summer came around, and then that's when I had Tom talking about the acid. That's when I was like, I'm in. Wow. I was the first to be like, I'm fucking
because
in.
Because you missed out.
And that, so I wanted some type of high. And I was like, yeah, it sounds crazy.
And it just backfired on you.
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be that crazy. I remember when I first started feeling the effects of acid, I was like, oh, this is lit.
Were you getting like crazy visuals?
I was like, dude, acid, yeah, I took a hotel, I was tripping dick. But the first like 30 minutes when it just started to kick in, I was like, bro, this is like weed, man. I'm like, wow, bro, I haven't got high in so long, this feels so fire. Because I was just like hella body high for like the first 30 minutes. And then I was like, oh my god, guys, it's not like me, bro. I'm like tripping side, bro.
Whoa.
See so many visuals now. It's insane.
Were all your buddies okay with it?
Yeah, I mean, me and my homie, one of them were having like kind of like the same type of like, we were like tripping. We were just kind of like scared, but we weren't scared. It was fun. It was like fun, but I think like every time that it wasn't fun, it felt like not long, but it was like probably not that long.
Yeah. Did like weed and like after like tripping and stuff, did you feel like more creative or anything after or during?
Yeah.
Like you wanted to make more stuff?
I feel like I never felt the same after acid.
Now did you keep doing like when did
psychedelics?
Like and weed, when did your parents stop drug testing you? 11th grade?
One time they tested me and I did smoke and I passed them up.
Wow.
And then they were like, oh, you're good? Like, because they held that, they're like, you smoke. God, it was time.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I passed.
And then they probably felt bad.
And then I fucking was surprised. I was like, oh, you know how I passed? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I had to smoke? Like, how did I do this? And then they, like, didn't test me for mad long.
They ever, like, threatened throwing you out of the crib or anything like that?
Not really.
Were you like a good student? Like, did you get good grades and shit?
Not really.
Just average?
Average, I mean, I was getting good grades, and then like I slacked and got getting some kind of ass grades, like C's and shit.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Fuck, like you're not even trying." Tell you not trying.
Were you going to school and smoking?
Yeah, it was a time when the dab pens came out. It was chopped. I was smoking that. I was high every day in school.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the dab pens fucked that up for everyone.
Like you're talking about like the carts, right?
Yeah, the carts ruined. These kids from American today are ruined because of carts.
Yeah.
Like I honestly.
Those things made weed addictive because it was just so easy to do.
Yeah, and like you do it too much, you don't even feel the effect.
Yeah, you're just doing it to feel normal.
Yeah.
Did you keep doing psychedelics after the acid trip?
Yeah, I had homie started getting 2CB after dark night.
GCB?
2CB.
2CB?
2CB.
2CB.
It's like it's a lab version of fucking acid, basically.
Oh, okay. You said I thought GCB is like a crazy sedative.
Nah, 2CB, it's like a psychedelic.
Okay.
Kind of like Molly and acid. Only lasts like 3 hours.
More of like a body high than a visual high.
It's like euphoric. You do see visuals. It's definitely like you are tripping. I like that one. That one was cool. Then I started tripping. I realized I was like I don't want to trip too much. I was like it's very like escaping reality. And puts you. And I was a kid, and I was like I was afraid that at one time I was gonna put myself in the bad headspace. So I tripped too much.
Wow, you realized that pretty early on.
Yeah.
That's good. A lot of people don't realize that. They just keep doing it and they get fucked up. Especially when you're a kid, because your brain's so fucking fresh and undeveloped and vulnerable to that type of shit and vulnerable to impressions.
No, yeah, I realized that pretty early on. I was like, bro, like this shit's like not to be fucking playing with. Like,
Yeah.
powerful as fuck.
When you were
I was scared that like I was gonna like trip, like never see life ever the same ever again. Like
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like certain shit that I was gonna be like it was gonna ruin certain shit.
yeah. So, yeah.
So I was like, nah, man.
It gets dicey, man. It's fucking powerful substances. It can really change your perspective on a lot of things. It saved my life, but it's also almost ruined my life at times too. You know.
I think that
it's like made me so much more appreciative of stuff, but it's also made me question things that I probably shouldn't have questioned. You know.
I think that acid made me realize when I tripped on acid, I was already doing music and shit, or like had the ideas of doing music. No, actually, no, I didn't. Did I? I remember that. No, I did. I was like, dude, I feel like I could write so much shit right now. I'm still scared of acid. I think I'm kind of like scared of it, bro. Ever since that time.
Wow.
I'm scared of it. I'm scared of the. My mind runs so fast. I stress myself out so much that I just choose not to think about shit. It's like, if I think about what I need to get done, it's a lot. I need to like start writing down something. It's a lot of shit. So many ideas, so many things I want to do. And then like that, and like your brain plus acid will make you like malfunction.
Yeah.
Too much shit. Like overload. And that's how I felt with acid. Like I felt like my brain was running really, really fast. Like when I was panicking, I would think about
you couldn't
shit.
Stop it.
Yeah, it would be like insane.
Yeah.
But when you are happy, you are like insane happy.
Yeah.
It is like that. It's just like any drug, bro. Like it alters your highs and your lows.
Yeah. You always were smoking consistently when you were making music? Like when you were making Adolescence and shit, you were smoking heavy?
Yeah.
And that like was Bob and shit, or like all of his friends, would they like smoke with you and like make music and shit together?
Yeah, I mean I can't feel it off the Adderall. It was the first time I ever taken the Adderall actually.
Was with Bob?
No, actually no. I took the Adderall for a test one time like for that. But
and then you took it to make music?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh my god, I got the power.
I mean I made this. I did that shit in like 5 minutes.
Made a song in 5 minutes.
I was like, here you go, guys. I like did the verse. I like went on there, freestyle that shit, and then I was like, alright, done.
That's so fire. Shit is such a hack, but it's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
It's literally meth.
Yeah, I bet. Honestly, sometimes making music, the best time to make music is when you're feeling the most high in the day.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about high of weed, high in like
High on life.
High in life.
Good mood. Good energy.
Like was
good
always like,
perspective.
bro, tunes right now? After the streams, I'm like, what the fuck are you making those tunes right now? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm trying to make tunes like fucking when I wake up, bro. Like that's like I love.
Yeah, we were always opposite on that. Gould would want to make music at like 1 a.m. and I would want to make music like after I had breakfast.
Dude, making music when you wake up, you're so fresh.
Dude, we should do that. We should wake up, make breakfast, make music, and then save the stream for late night.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was like. Kind of,
or like if we're not making music, then
realistically,
vlog.
the thing is that like that I came to the conclusion. I was like, well, it's really not up to us when we stream. It's like. It is what it is. We gotta do it at night. Like,
but regardless, it's gotta be at night.
Yeah, like exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if I want, I could throw a couple extra streams during the day.
Yeah, we could feel it out.
But realistically,
like if we
7
know
7 p.m. I gotta fucking start
like
streaming.
if we know like oh we want to hit this up tonight, then we could be like let's stream for a couple hours during the day, get everything done with, so we can have fun at night without feeling guilty.
Exactly.
Now, I feel like you didn't you didn't release Adolescence until you were in California, right?
Right. I mean, I finished the project here. I did a couple songs.
But I think you like
here.
finished mastering it when you were in.
Like American Girl, I recorded here.
Oh my god.
Ex-Girlfriend, I recorded here. I mean, I recorded a lot of bangers here. Teenage Bullshit, I did in New York. But you know, the songs I did by myself.
21.
21, I recorded here. The songs that I did by myself. I'll make songs better by myself.
Or a Sad Boy you recorded here, right? Why did your family move out here? Just better work opportunity?
I mean, my dad, like I told you, he was doing construction shit.
Yeah.
He was doing it with some dude in New York. And the guy was like, what if I told you I have like, I want to make mad projects out here in Cali, but, I mean, I don't know, you're out here. And then like, my dad was like doing business trips and shit, kind of flying back and forth, and then eventually the guy was like, bro, like, this is it, bro, like, I'm trying to do this, like, move out here, like, talk to your wife, like, get shit on board, like, let's get it going, like, that money to be made out here type shit. And when I came out here and did it. Like type shit.
Did he buy that house right away? Or did you guys start somewhere else at first?
No, we were living in like, we were just renting a place.
Okay.
Nice place too. My parents were very like, couple of people. Like honestly right now, like, it's good for them to have all that shit. My dad doesn't give a fuck about that shit. You know, my dad like, if they told me how to live in a house back in Brentwood, like he would be alright, yeah. You know what I mean? So like people like don't see the full picture. You know what I mean? Like, you just see the house outside and they're like, oh, boy, it's rich. People be thinking like that shit, and I'm like, bro, it's like,
nah, your pops are in that shit.
It's not even rich. Like, we're not even rich. Like, you fucking.
He still probably works his ass off.
He works his ass off because he had to pay that shit. Like.
Does your mom work too?
Yeah, she got a job too though. They working people, bro. Like they.
That's all they know.
That's all they know.
That's how they survive.
They working people.
What the fuck? Sounds like a bobcat. Did they like it out here once they moved? Like, did they have a lot of friends and stuff in New York that they had to leave behind?
Not really. My parents kind of
like you said, they're just kind of working, family oriented.
Yeah, family oriented themselves. Truth, like, it's crazy that. That's kind of why my mom and dad are on my ass. They're working people, bro, and I'm not. Like, I'm not a working people, but they don't see me like.
You work in a different way.
They work in a different way. Exactly, like.
Yeah, it's hard to translate that.
I work really hard, even when I'm like not. Even if I didn't do streams, bro, I'm like. I mean, if I'm not streaming, that means I'm locking the fuck in with the music shit. Like, 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I locked in with the music shit so hard, bro. I went, did mad content, shot it, took mad photos, did mad songs, did mad moves, honestly, in the short span, and then. In that time, the thing is, like, I gotta find the balance. Like, I didn't, in that time, like, you slip on the streams, it's like, You gotta have the balance. And then also on that time, like, shit on the streams, I get less money. I'm still in debt. Bread. I made all this music. Can't even invest in my music because I'm fucking in debt. It's like, fuck. And then you drop a song and it does ass. So you're just like hella discouraged, like all directions.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this, bro. I was like, I gotta lock in with stream shit. It is. I told Hani, I was like, I don't want to hear about it, bro. Like, I'm just trying to like get out the hole already so I can like, which I did it. It was worth it. Like, I didn't even hang out with like my homies like that like in the last 2 weeks and like, yeah, just do what you gotta do, bro. Like, we ain't kids anymore. Like, obviously, like, that's how it be sometimes. Can't not make money to play Fortnite or some shit, you know?
Yeah, same shit, same exact thing.
Exactly. Like, it's not going anywhere.
Like in the sense that you can always create it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of the beauty behind making art. You never know. I mean, that's what kind of happened with Here We Go Again. Like, that just happened out of nowhere. I mean, like I was saying before, like, your streams were going off in a positive direction, but like, I was
well,
thinking,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if
like,
I just kept
during this
dropping
era,
shit,
this was
bro.
like, hold on, I'm about to show you right here. No, wait, did you take notes? Oh no, this is one of my favorite eras. These 4 songs: One Last Drink, You're in My Head Again, Anxiety, and Blur. I fucking love those.
Yeah,
songs.
those songs.
That was
cool.
all COVID time. They didn't have 12K, 15K, 16K then. They only had like 4, 5, 6,000 during COVID. But me and Henny were like, bro, these songs are so good. And then the Here We Go Again happened out of nowhere.
It's crazy because, like, honestly, you like those songs on my head.
What?
Not that he doesn't like those songs, but he doesn't like that type of music anymore. So he doesn't appreciate it that much. So
I still love those.
And like he needs
dude,
to learn how to.
Bro? Like, bro, this song is crazy still.
You
This
know,
is a banger.
But I mean, like now I listen to it and like I don't like it because I don't like it, but it's just like as an artist, I listen to that shit and I listen to the Juice WRLD song. Like,
Right.
To me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's how I look at it. Like, it's like the cadence, like. Like
Yeah.
I've heard that shit.
I know what you're saying.
Like, I said like one last one.
Yeah.
That's what just for that shit, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So like that's where I'm critical of my
See,
own
like
work.
that's interesting because like you look at it through that lens where like I just listen to music and I'm just like, oh wow, I still like this song. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I dropped it.
But it's
That's
like,
why I dropped it because like when like.
But it's your song, you know, like.
Yeah, I know.
It's like obviously you have a different perspective.
I drop it because I'm like, not everyone's gonna look at it like that. I'll be a dick. It's a good song, like. And like, deep down, I'm not that proud of it. Like, it's a good song, but deep down, I'm like, I can make some shit way better now.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, but it's not a bad song. I'm like, I appreciate everyone that listened to it, and I'm down to perform that shit live and like do it again. Like, I'm not hating on the song. It's just that like.
Now, Here We Go Again. That was all natural, right? That just got into the right algorithm, and you didn't pay promote that or anything, right?
No, I didn't anything. That was just like kind of.
It just got into the right cue naturally.
I mean, that's what would have kept happening to me and Bob could make music, because realistically, like, we were hot in the moment, like making music together.
Did you want to keep making music like that together?
Yeah, of course. Here We Go Again, I made it by myself in the garage.
Oh.
It was an open.
And then you had the open for Bob.
And then Bob just hopped on it, literally in like 20 minutes, and then we just dropped it.
Yeah, that was the craziest part, was that it was just like that.
I mean, that's why music is supposed to be like. That's what I hate when like.
You overthink
I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes Honey be like dead ass trying to fucking act like this is
like it's a science experiment.
I'm like, bro, it's not that deep, bro. Like you just gotta fucking hop on the song and drop it, and that's it. And if it does ass, it's not because the song is ass.
It just
maybe it didn't hit. Like that's it. That's it.
Yeah, like sometimes it's just right place, right time.
That's it, baby. Like they ain't that deep. Like how you gonna tell me it matters, bro, when the songs like are popping nowadays that are butt, and like they're not even butt because I like them, so they're obviously not butt, but they're not like bro, making songs that like. I'm not goofy saying I'm making the same songs over and over again. I'm like, bro.
Goose says that?
I'm like, you say that, but like those songs haven't even dropped. So like, how can you count those songs? Like, it doesn't matter if I made the 10 songs the same and I have dropped none of them. Like,
that's kind of a good thing to do.
I'm like, what if this was the best one? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and honestly, like, yeah, it is a good thing to do because if you look at all the poppin' artists, they be doing it.
Yeah, until one blows up.
They be doing that. Juice WRLD, I was like, bro, this dude making the same song over and over again.
Dude, he used to rap over the same beat over and over again.
And I'll be like, bro. Like,
he would make multiple hooks on the same beat.
Like, I've heard this millions of times, bro. Like, but it works. Because guess what? Just because you heard it doesn't mean that that person heard it. Like, there's always news some other dude. Like,
yeah.
You want to hear a song I made with a phony beat?
Yeah. I was actually going to hit up for when you tell me that was a beat.
This is actually a really good pit song, man. Like, per se, for example, I made 10 songs in the last 2 months. Just say. To me, this is one of the best songs I've made. To me. I should listen to Go. This is one he least liked. And he was like, oh, Draco's like, oh. One, it's not a Draco song at all. Two, it's the best song I made. Musically. Like, yeah, I made songs that are harder, more lit, turn. This one, in my opinion, is the best song I made. Maybe because to me, the lyrics, bro, the meaning, the metaphors.
That's what means the most to you.
The song put together perfect.
So I can hang it on the wall. Every time I put it up, it always used to fall. And every time I finish it, I hit it at the wall. And that's why I'm so done. Got nowhere to run. Tired of all this bullshit, can never have no fun. Tired of biting my tongue, I ain't get no fucks. They don't keep on judging me, so I'm smoking all the blunt till I'm gone, till I'm gone, till I'm gone. Run another one, yeah, with always swimming on that side. I can't understand why haters, they shining like blah blah blah. Mad as fuck cause they know that I'm too raw. Like, here we go again, I'm back on my journey. I'm trying to find my path, I'm trying to find a trail. I'm trying to find my way, I'm trying to find myself. I'm stuck inside my shell, I'm sure that you can tell. Lately my life feels like a blank canvas. I'm trying to paint a picture so I can hang it on the wall. Every time I put it up, it always used to fall. And every time I finish it, I hit it at the wall.
Fast, simple.
Hell yeah.
Bang.
I love when you go up, like when you go up like a chord almost. Like you're singing, you go whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like breaks it up and like gives it that emotion. That like it puts like the emotion to it.
No, that's what I like that song. I'm like, nah, like songs that there's a difference between songs that I think are slap, and then there's songs that I make that I feel some shit. And those songs that I feel are the ones that I really get heartbroken when I don't think of. Those are the ones that like I can make a song with slap and like I get more heartbroken when the other songs do that good because I'm like, damn, like so much like raw emotion in that like I know it's like dude, that song slaps. So I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like slapping the other shit on my profile, like they need to slap this. Like they're gonna like this shit too. Like if you get a beat that's fire and you hit it, it's all, like that's all you gotta do. Like the beat's already gassed. Like it's all about
it's
like executing.
It's like giving. It's like when you're in school and they give you a writing assignment, but they have like an outline for you already.
Yeah.
You can just like fill in the blanks almost.
So like, chop. Like all you gotta do is like hit that shit right.
Have you ever made music with like a producer in the room where like they can make the beat for you and like adjust it on the fly, like while you're trying to record it?
Yeah.
Do you like that better? Or do you like just being on?
You know what it is, bro? Sometimes I'm very versatile. So like, I can hop on the beat, snap. But what if the other beat you had that you also made was better and like more catered to mine? Like, it's not really about like. The thing I hate about when you start making the beat with a producer, you're not gonna be telling them like, oh, like, I'm not gonna be fucking up anyone's creative like process. You know what I mean? Like, they're making the beat. They gotta make the beat. They gotta figure it out. Like, I can't be like, don't use that sound, ass, like.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the vision till it's done.
Right.
Like,
sometimes when you're making a beat, it's like you'll throw stuff in there and you don't even hear it when the beat's
yeah,
done.
and sometimes when you make a beat, you start using a sound to make the chords and shit, and then you change the sound because you're like, the old sound sounds way better, but the same chords, you're cool as shit. But that's why, like, honestly, like, I like having homies that are producers that make beats that give me options. That be like, yeah, I wish they could just send me 10 beats and I'll pick one. Because, like, I'm not having all 10. I'm telling that right to the face. Like, odds are, I'm not having on all 10.
Yeah. Do you think
I'm
that's
on the
expected
one.
sometimes? Like, when people send you beats, they expect you to make beats every single one?
No.
So I feel like that's pretty unfair.
I think whenever people send me beats, I'm only hopping on it if it feels like easy. If I'm sitting there and it's been 20 minutes and I'm like fucking still struggling, I'm like, alright, bro, it's not working out, gang. Maybe a different day.
Yeah.
Maybe today wasn't the day for that beat. Maybe that's why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
can't force it.
Fresh.
Like, my dopamine wasn't like unleashed with that shit. Like, it's all about that. Sometimes like the beat's so hard, but I'm just tired. Like, my dopamine shot. Like, it'd be too forced. Like, I'm thinking about it like, damn, like, no creative juice is coming right now. Like, I have to force this shit. I honestly, I do like rapping. Like, that shit was cool. That song just showed you, like, and I don't think that, like,
I really like that.
I think it's also like, bro, like, I mean, you see that 6 years of bass out, and I'm like, bro, like, I want to make music. Like, that's just so fun. Like,
yeah,
music
dude,
I listen to.
I shot at his concerts, dude, and they have fucking fun,
man. I'm trying
fun.
to be like that, bro. I'm trying to have fun. Like,
he's in front of it. He's got tons of people around him. He's got the whole crowd around him. Like, he's just doing his thing, and everyone's just having a great time.
The raves are fun too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but that's the music I like. What the games make, like, lit, like, trap shit. Like, that's not like unplugged trapper, like, selling bricks. Like, that was where I was at, bro. When I was younger, bro. I had that younger conscience. I was like, damn, like, I can't be making music. Like, I thought that you had to be like kind of gangster to make like rap, because it was kind of what it was. Like, if you weren't really gangster, like, you would make sad boy music. I'm very like open-minded, bro. Like, everything is like, I'm very like not judgmental. I've been in situations, bro. I've been through shit. How am I gonna be judging people when I've been through the same shit?
Yeah. You know how it feels
like,
from an early age.
Yeah, like, I know, bro. I know how it feels to be like, I know how it'd be to be lazy. I know how it'd be to be like in shambles. Like, I know how it'd be to just choose every wrong decision when you clearly could fucking know that the right decision is there. Like, I've been there, bro. Like, it'd be like that. One thing about life, though, is that you need to know how to take accountability.
Take accountability for
your mistakes. Like, you gotta learn.
You can't be pointing fingers and blaming other people.
Reflect. Like, not like trying to wake up and be like fucking robot, like sitting at the out of time, like streaming, and then go to sleep at the out of time, and then do whatever I gotta do for the out of time. Like, honestly, like, sometimes you gotta just know you gotta reach the tick marks, but you gotta just do it like let me see, bro. Let me see what the vibe is. Like, I don't know. Like, what if today I woke up and like, boom, wanna stream hella early, like, you know what I mean? Like, it happens. But I don't wanna go to sleep being like, oh, I'm gonna stream this time, and I wake up and I'm feeling like shit. I'm like, fuck, like, I don't want, you know what I mean? It's like ass, like, that's like the whole thing. Like, even like with music too, like, if I feel like shit, I'm not making music.
Yeah.
What do I do that for? Like, if I feel like shit, first thing I start thinking, I'm like, what can I do to not feel like this? I need to eat. What you need to eat? I mean, you gotta rest. Sometimes, like, sleep is the solution.
Absolutely.
like realistically, I got to streaming, bro. Was like, maybe you should just stream right now until you get to it again. And I was like, I mean, I could. I'm not saying that I can't, but I'm gonna be like destroyed the rest of the day. I was like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. I was
like it's not really worth working 12 hours straight if the next day you're going to be shot for 12 hours. It's better off to work 6 hours, then you have 6 hours of time to do your own thing, and then the next day you have 6 hours to stream, 6 hours to do your own thing.
Exactly. It's like when you just like grind yourself out, you're just shot, and you only have time to do like your responsibility.
Yeah.
Like,
is that kind of what happened with your music after this chunk of songs, like before Party, I guess, if like Live Free? It's like you took a big break. Was that like when you were working the mad long hours and shit?
Live Free and shit? Yeah, like, honestly, that's when I was,
I guess maybe it was after Fake Love. There was like a break.
Fake Love, there was a big ass break because shit was fucked because honestly I had a girlfriend at the time.
Was she in New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was not in New York, and like she was like a girlfriend. She was honestly like the opposite of toxic. She was like really like not toxic honestly. She was like almost like too good of a girlfriend. Like, yeah, honestly that girl pushed me back going to school. Like she like convinced me to
the girl that you were just saying was too nice?
Yeah, she like convinced me to go back to school like low key.
And that's when you went to school for audio engineering?
Yeah, and then she kind of was like, damn, like she signed up for like also other classes. I'm like, fuck. No, actually no, I did sign up for other classes too, but I low-key dropped out of the classes and stayed in the audio engineering. And then she was like, damn, like so like low-key, but like, whatever. All I'm saying is that she wanted better for me, which is not fucking better. She wanted better for me. She wasn't like.
Now,
she stayed by my side for a long time. Yeah, I mean I would work.
Yeah.
Most of the fucking time, but when I didn't, I would talk to her and shit. And I would like click because my friends, like another thing I would do with my friends. But honestly, there was a time that music was like out of my life. Like I didn't find joy making music. I think it was because I had a girlfriend, and I didn't know what emotions I felt. Oh, I think the emotions that I felt were too fucked up to like put in the song because I had a girlfriend. I'd be like, nah.
You felt like what you would say would affect your relationship?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
And then like, which is horrible.
Did you ever even like try that though? Like, was that actually something that came up, or was that something that you just came up in your head?
One time I made a song, bro. And then it was like, hey, I don't know, like rock some shit. And then like, I think I played it to like my girlfriend, and then it was like saying how like this other girl did me dirty, like low key.
Oh no.
But then she like took it hella too hard, and I was like, what are you talking about? How she's like in the past. She fumbled the bag. I was like, why are you mad? And then she was like, nah, you were like still thinking about her, like this whole thing. And I was like, what the fuck? And then like, honestly, that
was
like,
the same girl?
Yeah, and then that's when I was kind of like, damn.
You gotta watch what you say.
I made Tiptoe when I was with her. I thought that was a banger.
Yeah.
But I can't make so many songs like Lover Boys. Like I'm not like fucking mushy like that. Like,
I feel it, yeah.
Every song, like, yo, guys, I ran out. Like I did it one song, like now I'm juiced. Like no more mushy going down. Like you know what I mean? Like I can't just make a bunch of songs like that.
So were you still recording that music then? And you just weren't releasing it, or were you just like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna do anything?
I wasn't even doing much, bro. Like realistically, like I'm not even on cap, bro. I was like.
That's crazy that after all those streams and stuff, like, I mean, because a lot of your songs went up after Here We Go Again, like, nothing really, like, came out of it, though, because I guess it was, like, COVID era, like, people weren't really...
I mean, realistically, bro, like, I fucked myself over, like,
because there's, like, I don't know, there's just, like...
There's a lot of things that would have went down, realistically. I took a big gap when I was blowing up. I took too big of a gap. I came back. Dropped those songs, Live Free and shit. There's still hope. And then I was like, let me start dropping like rap songs. And then the rap song got put in the algorithm of the Lil P songs, and they were still like doing good because like the songs were slapping. So like guys were probably like, oh, this shit's fire, like regardless. Yeah. So it still was getting like 100 likes, which was like bad. Like no promo, 100 likes, like off rip, like in a couple days.
Right.
Yeah. And then I took a fat jump, like gap. And that's fucking then the second gap I took was way fatter, and then I started making music that was like.
That was after party, right?
Yeah, and I started making music that was like not even rap. I started making shit that was like dance music.
And that was after you met the
And then I
homies
started
at
with my
Audio
homies,
Engineering.
and then they showed me all this other community shit, and I started realizing how like poppin' heads were.
Dude, they probably were like.
That weren't even.
They were probably mind blown looking at your page. No?
Yeah, they were mind blown. Yeah, definitely.
Like, where the fuck has this kid been, and how the fuck did he do this?
But it's definitely still like crazy. I mean, they know I'm hella talented, but they think that they all know that I should be getting more plays right now. But like, they respect me because I was never like on some like egotistical shit. Like, I never even told them about that place. Like, they just had to find that out themselves.
Yeah,
I never tell anyone that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not walking in the room talking about I got 10 million plays.
Yeah.
I get fucking little broed by other artists that had no plays, and I look at them in the face and I don't even say anything.
It's
like,
not worth the time.
Literally, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, shit, bro. And then like they like low-key find out and they be acting a lot different. Be acting a lot different.
Yeah.
And it's like has to act different because they're like, even though my shit's kind of like not lit right now, they're like, bro, what if it pops up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, cats are like so fucking like weird.
Fucking leeches.
Yeah, they're like, but we need to be cool because you already did it once, so like, what if
it happens again?
Yeah, like, yeah, literally.
What if I'm in the room this time?
And then some other guys probably think that like I'm probably like fucking fake streams because like my shit's like ass now.
Yeah.
So they're probably like, oh, this shit's like hella fake and shit.
I mean, no one's probably actually said that to you though, right?
No, I mean, I don't really care if they do. I like laugh, show them my fucking stats weekly and they'll be like crying about it. I don't even drop music and I still get more plays than them. Like, you know what I mean? But it's not flex because like, it's like past success, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not like.
Learn from it and move on.
Yeah, I'm like.
Now, do you think you can get to a place where you don't worry about the views?
Yes. You know how? Having my life together.
Okay.
That's why I realized that I have to get my life together. I think it's very unhealthy to try to make music and have fun with music.
When you're doing it for plays?
Well, not even when you're doing it for plays. When you're doing it as like your outlet from like your horrible ass like shamble of life situation.
Oh.
And then you're like, that shit does ass, and then you're like, fuck still in life.
It's like dropping your ice cream and it landing in dirt. You can't even clean it off.
Yeah, it's like so fucked. Like at least like if I was like lit, like had my shit together, like had a good like balance, like had bread enough that I could like, you know, like money is, you could do shit with that, bro. Like it's not even just about like just the little things, like about just treating myself out for a nice dinner one day. Mental shit, like shit like that. Like I go out with my friend, we have a drink. I can't even do normal ass shit like that because I've been so down bad in the last year.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a little things. It's a little things, bro.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. Like I've been in that position too, where it's like.
It's a little things.
I haven't even been like able to talk to girls because it's like I don't have money to take them out. It's like.
I haven't.
You
know, I told Gould yesterday. I didn't even
talk.
I forgot to tell him, but I was gonna be like, I can officially hit up girls now. I have a phone. What was I gonna tell him? Hit me up on that iPhone, babe.
Yeah, like.
Let me get that iMessage.
Sorry, like my phone doesn't work. I don't have service. I live in my parents' house and I don't have a job, so I can't take you out. How the fuck do you pitch that to a bitch?
Exactly. It's like this girl, like I've been dubbing like from. She probably thinks like, oh, he's a dick, but I've been dubbing because she was like, yeah, you should go scoop me and stuff, and I'm thinking in my head like, scoop you, and then I have no service. I'm like, fuck, like talking.
You got gas money, baby.
Like, how am I gonna be like, come outside, like, you know, fucking phone service, you know, to the fucking beach.
You wanna get an oil change real quick? The car's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I was just like, bro, like, this is not it. Like, if you feel like you're already doing good outside of music, it's just fun, bro. It's just fun. Like, I want to grow my library, my discography, my posts. I want to be like influence other people, inspiring. That's one thing, bro. I want to tell people don't give up. Like, I mean, this life is just a video game at the end of the day, bro. Like, you just gotta like lock in and really want to do it and be happy while you're doing it.
Yeah.
If you're not happy, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Happiness should be the first thing. Like, I know I have to think that once you get older, happiness doesn't matter. Like, you gotta get happy about the little things. You gotta allow yourself to get happy about the little things. You can't be like, not happy because you don't have $1 million, then what are you talking about here? Then you're all fucked towards fucked up. You're miserable all your life. Like, I get hype about like the sun, running, some food. I want to start getting to the point that I'm posting shit online and like kind of have a little community going on, like tapping in.
Yeah.
Saying what's up, like, shit like that. Like, just a good balance, bro. But if I'm having a good balance, I'm living the life. The life that I can live comfortable in my own place and make music. I'm happy.
Hell yeah.
I don't need to be Drake. Like, that's the end goal. Like, to be like, well, not Drake, but like, but you know what I mean. But to be like worldwide.
Yeah.
Is the end goal.
On everyone's radar.
Yeah. But it's almost like sometimes cooler to be like underground.
Right?
Especially if you're like up in underground.
I mean, that's how you get like the real fans. You can actually stay connected with the fans and like.
I mean, like, dude, like, how do you feel about that kid Ian? It's cool. He's not a bad musician, like, makes snapping on the tracks or whatever. Like.
Yeah, I don't really know much about him, but isn't he just like, he's just living, like, he's like, the lifestyle that he's projecting in like his music and like his videos and stuff, isn't it just like a regular kid from like the suburbs? Like, he's not really trying to be anything else that he's not.
I mean, his music, this is Flex music, it's him swagging out. But his aura is definitely like, he's just like a kid. Like,
but he still raps about like designer shit, spending money, doing shit like that.
Yeah, in my opinion, he does. I mean, another thing is like, I don't even listen to lyrics that much nowadays. Like, when I listen to a song.
Yeah, I've always been like that. It
I'm
always
like
takes
lost.
me...
Like, I had to listen. Sometimes it depends on the type of song it is. It depends if I'm like locking in to listen to lyrics.
Yeah.
Or like I'm just like kind of like in my own world.
Like when you show me a song, like when you show me your songs, like I try to listen to the lyrics like as hard as possible. But like my whole life, it's like really, it's really hard for me to focus on that stuff. Like I just, if I hear the like when you were doing the Juice WRLD sounds before, like that's what I listen for. I just listen for like a flow that I like with like some beat boops that I like.
Same here. Yeah.
And then
there
like,
is some
then when I listen and I hear the bars and it's stuff that I actually connect to it, I'm like, oh my god, now I really like this song.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay.
Lil Wayne, man, this motherfucking lyrics are so hard. Like, it's like a different level. I'm like, I listen to music like that because of like, for that reason. And then I listen to music. I'll play 2 songs that I listen to like in the car. Show you where like the vibe is like so different from each other. Both of these. Alright, watch this. So this one. Oh my god, it's my favorite Lil Wayne song! All we do is stop until we drop. All we do is stop until we drop. Right there in the floor. All I do is ride around and be cool. Got no need, she got me funny. All we do is stop until we drop.
Okay, swimming in polo, sleeping in Jordans. I bought a cell phone and I don't even much call it. New imports, nigga, feel important. No bullshit, nigga, no garden. Get her information, take her on vacation. Give her dope dick, now she under the sedation. Wake her in the morning, breakfast when she slept at. Tell her go shopping, I can't wait till she get back. Louis flip-flops and a pair of pink sweatpants. She wear that on my jet, I fuck her after jet lag. I take her to the vet, cause she a bad bitch. You can't be broken happy. So me, I'm married. I take her to the vet cause she a bad bitch. Come on, bro.
See, like, it's so hard for me to catch that shit because I'm so lost on that in the background.
There's 2 sounds.
In the background.
There's like 2 modes of me. Like, there's a time I listen to that song, then you hear what the fuck Wayne said.
Yeah, it's so hard for me.
I think this song plays so many times in the streams that like by now I'm like, okay, you gotta listen to lyrics. But when I remember one time during the stream, I noticed what he was saying probably like week into and I was like in the stream like, oh, where are you going crazy? And Heinz probably like, this motherfucker's the same song every day. He's like surprised.
Dude, I used to listen to that song all the time with my boy Jack Davis in the back of his Scion TC, bro. It would bring me back to those memories. And like, I would literally like, the bars, I would just bob my head to, and then the chorus would come back. I'm like, yeah, it's my favorite part.
Oh, it's so fun. And then the glitches, like.
Yeah, that, like, I just get lost in that shit.
L'Oreal all over my bathroom sink. Bessie Johnson all over my bathroom counter. My pockets too deep. I'm fucking around and drown her. No sense. I got you, baby. No sense. Okay, fucking on Versace, napping on satin. I love to hit it backwards, call it pig Latin. I bought her ass a Mac, now we be eye-chatting. Niggas swag jacking, but I got mine patent. Fresh out the side.
Not the 5 bar. You said they swag jacking, but I got it patent. Oh my god! What are we talking about, bro? It's like,
it's crazy.
So hard.
There's just layers to it, man.
Layers.
Like they just go right over
my line. I speak a little French and hers is no better than mine. I pass her the blunt, she probably hit it one time. Catch us at the game sitting on the baseline. We can call it time out, take a little time out. Pockets too deep, shorty, you gon' have to climb out. Fabiana prom dress with your spine out, and I live on the beach. You can get that panty line out. She wants to own me, and I ain't trying to fight it. She said that's her dick, she got it copyrighted, and I don't pay for pussy because I'm pussy priceless. I go fishing in it, and I ain't a Pisces. Gucci only to the grocery store. Stop playing, bitch, we ballin' like Okafor. And now we headed to the dealer. I'm going to cop my baby out there with those ceilings.
Insane bars, bro. Like,
dude,
like, you gotta catch up.
Like, it took me forever to find that song because the only thing I remembered from it was all we do is drop until we drop.
That's so funny.
Like, I have to focus so hard on the bars to like even like.
But if you told me back, like you told me like what, I can't even rewrite you the fucking any lyric from that song right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already fried. Like I don't know the hook.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you know that song.
Like it amazes me. Like people can listen to a song like the first time and they're like, oh my god, you catch that? I'm like, no. Like, I'm
like
if
I told you what I heard to, I would just hum you the whole entire song.
Yeah.
But I can't.
It's so hard.
Remember the lyrics. All right, then listen.
And then some people are the opposite, where they remember the lyrics. Yeah.
I listened to this song the other day. That was like, oh my god, they make a song like this.
I know the band. I don't know if I know the song yet.
The song's so good.
Door.
So crazy, dude. There's so many different parts to the song. Like, it's not just like hook, verse,
no, that's
chorus.
how rock songs are, bro. They have like the pre-bridge.
Nah, dude, I hate that, bro. That's what's so beautiful about like band music is like they just jam out and like you just let the fucking shit fly, and you can flip it the other way, and then you throw in the hook, and then you throw in a bridge, and then you do something else you never did, and then you start screaming at the end. It's like it's so much going on, but it all goes together. I think
that song, I remember I heard that shit the other day, and I heard that shit for like the first time probably like, I don't even know, bro. Maybe the first time like ever day in the year. Like, I don't even know.
I've never heard that one
That
before.
shit just popped up on my fucking phone somehow on Spotify. I clicked it, and I've heard of the song Sleeping Sirens. Like, I've heard of that shit.
Yeah, I've heard the band before. I just
they
never heard
popped up, honestly. They like were recommending sound on my story one time, and I like just put it. So I thought it was like sound fire. But then I guess like, fucking they be spotting our shit, so they probably like added it somehow to my algorithm on Spotify.
Yeah.
Dude, a video here, no.
Hell yeah. Like from far away.
Like drone shit?
Just walking through the field.
No, drone on there and shit, but like insane. Like, dude, some shit. But yeah, that shit was insane. I heard that shit, I was like, bro, like I want to ban for that reason. Like, I feel like if I
got a producer I'll show you that makes beats like band type beats that I think you'll like a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's like that, but like a little bit more modern. You know, like that's more like that like emo.
The thing is, I always have a problem finding beats that are like that aren't like.
Yeah, I have some pretty good live instrumental shit.
All that shit, this old creep. It's kind of ass. Like the mix probably not the best. The idea would have been probably good. Living on the Prayer, all that shit. Dude, there's some songs that I make that I just never drop. Like literally just like waste. Like that other.
Were you like waiting for the right time? Did you feel like it was unfinished?
I thought that it was like. I mean, sometimes it's not out. It's not out for a reason. It was good enough. Like, I don't know. Well, sometimes it's not even more so like the song. It's more so the mix that ruins the song for me. I think sometimes.
Really? Like from you hearing it too many times, mixing it, or the actual mix, like what you do to it?
The mix has evolved. Like, the mix that is like good to me today is bad to me next week. And then the next week, the mix that is good that week is like kind of like, alright, we got to that. Like, I feel like listening to like other musicians, but I realized why. I realized that all my music. Wow, that's sick. I haven't been side chaining my vocals to the beat.
You have been what?
Side chaining my vocals to the beat.
What's that
like,
mean?
It makes it like so your vocals sit on the beat, like they like sit on the pocket, and it's like your vocals kind of don't sound like the beat. The vocals
beat's going over
two
it.
separate. Yeah, it doesn't sound like two separate MP3s on top of each other stacked.
Right.
It sounds like
it belongs there.
Exactly. Even like my songs that are well mixed and you sound my vocals sound hella pretty shit. There's a difference. There's a difference that like only like maybe like music ears here, maybe you buy when you notice like that. But like I notice, and like there's the shit that keeps me up at night. Like I'm like this shit.
How do I fix this?
Like how do I fix it? Yeah. Like how do I make this from sounding? I think that's the missing piece for making my sound. It sounds professional, but like, I listen to Playboy Cardi song, I have to listen to my song, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, shit, not it. Like, what am I doing? Like,
that's why I feel like sometimes it's good when you're making music not to really listen to music, so you're not like comparing yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, you gotta like, even you gotta compare yourself to underground heads that are like not even that good mix, but they're lit. So like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's not
always about that.
It's not always about like it being studio quality.
Yeah.
You have a really good voice for like singing type of music, man. Especially like the alternative emo music. It's very easy for me to make because I grew up listening to that, you know. I like actually have roots to that. It's not like I'm just like trying to make it to make.
How did you get into that stuff? You just found out on your own?
My dad was a heavy 70s, 80s, 90s rock guy. Put me on to that. And then honestly, as I got a little older, like preteens, I already knew about the 90s alternative, but it was more like I got my own things to find music. And I would tell my dad, like, oh, let's some Guns N' Roses. Like, I'm trying to listen to, like, Smashing Pumpkins, bro. Like, fuck that. Like, I'm like I was just kind of, like, tired of, like, listening to, like the glam rock started sounding boring to me. You know what I mean? It's like, and then, like, the alternative rock, like Nirvana and all those fools in the 90s, since it was so grungy and shit, and I was, like, a kid, it always made me feel like a high. Like, put me, like, a different, like, place. Music was, like, a high for me, bro. When I was a kid, music was the high for me. Like, I didn't smoke. I listened to music.
Then it changed your emotions.
Changed my emotions. Like, as a kid, my first prize when I was in first grade, we did those little fundraiser things. I won a prize. I got an MP3. So I had an MP3, man. I was like 7 years old.
Did you have like a first CD before that?
Before that, I had a couple CDs. Definitely had a player in the house. I mean, my parents listened to music my whole life. They were young. Think about it.
Yeah.
Like, I had young ass parents.
They're stupid young.
So they were slapping like the Black Eyed Peas, like the hits back in the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever was popping that day. 50 Cent. I remember I was a big 50 Cent fan, man. Ever since I was 5 years old.
That was like the first rapper I got into. My older brother downloaded 21 Questions on my iPod. He bought it with my own iTunes money, and I was like, rappers can sing?
Bro,
I was like, what?
I thought it was so cool when he did that song P.I.M.P. Pimp. I was like 5 years old, and I thought it was the coolest song ever. Like,
T.I.?
No, Pimp.
Oh, P.I.M.P. Yeah.
That song, I just love the beat. It was like...
Right.
I'll never forget that shit because someone bought that, came back from US, my dad's friend, came back with the CDs.
Wow.
And I was in Ecuador listening to 50 Cent.
What?
4 years old or 3 years old.
What the fuck?
Talking about, like, Dad, this is so fire. And my dad would be like, yeah, it's 50 Cent. Without like me just laughing, like, this motherfucker like 50 Cent. Like,
that's crazy. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Like, yeah.
You just like the sound of it.
Yeah, I just like the, like, cause like, dude, rap was so cool to me when I came, like, that type of rap, I was like, whoa, like, listening to only, like, Smash music all my life. And, like, reggaeton, everything was reggaeton. Reggaeton and rap were very different. Very different sounds.
Yeah, for sure. Is that what's popping over there?
Oh, yeah, only reggaeton.
So, I mean, that rap and shit, when they brought that home, that probably stuck out crazy to your young ears.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Sick. There's, like, a different lyrics and shit. I would like think of like a rapper, like with Snapback on Princess Side, Lil Youngin. I mean, like, I always had music in my life, bro. Like, my grandpa was a musician. There you go. Like, music's always been in my life.
Sick, man.
And like, I'm playing that music. I want to inspire a generation, bro. Like, even if I don't blow up, like,
sometimes even if you just inspire one person, it feels fucking amazing.
Like, valid going out to the bars. I think it's valid to go out as a rapper, get experiences to live. You gotta live, bro. You don't live, your music's gonna be ass.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point.
That's why my music was ass. That time you were like, what was happening? That gap.
I didn't mean it like that.
That gap was me being nothing, doing nothing every day. Every day. I was like, I was such in a negative spot. I was like, bro, if I make music, it's just gonna be like negative.
Right.
It's gonna be like hella depressing. It's gonna put me in the worst like mental spot.
so crazy. It's so
And
interesting.
then I found hip hop and shit and all that shit, and I was like, whoa, like.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I was trying to be like racist and shit, but I was like, bro, this is like white boy rap. I was like, what? Not because like in the moment, bro, I was like, damn, like rappers like Lil Baby were coming out and shit. I was like, damn, like Lil Durk is popping.
Yeah.
I was like Lil Durk's been popping, but he's popping like out of nowhere, like OD more. And then I was like, damn, like Hip Hop came out. I was like hearing this shit, like my homie Paradise coming on and this shit, and I was like, bro, what are we talking about? I was like, bro, I'm like,
So you met Paradox at engineering school?
yeah. Paradise put me on to like David Shardy and shit, and I mean, I'm not a hater. Like I just like, I think it's more so like those kids in hip hop, they blew up for being like
TikTok and shit.
like cringy, funny,
Meme
almost, yeah, meme-ish. But the music does, like, I get it. It's fun and it slaps. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's fun to make little dancing videos too.
It's
That's
fun
good
to
for it.
make music that's kind of meme-ish.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking
I
lie.
mean, dude, look at fucking Joey, bro.
Look at the song that I made, Go to Marcus. I made that shit in my friend's closet in 15 minutes.
Did what? Oh, you made
Go
it
to
in your
Marcus?
friends- Yeah.
I made that song in 15 minutes in my friend's closet while he was recording another song on his computer. And I was in the closet. We fucking shared a fucking, like, room, basically. Bro, like for me, it's so fucked. 'Cause for me, like,
The bar is high.
the bar is high. Like, I'm not, like, I'm hyped on that, but, like, my serotonin is very low on that shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, numbers and shit, like, I don't even care about that shit.
Yeah. I said we don't focus
I
on
don't
that.
care about it anymore. I
This
stopped
whole-
caring about the numbers a long time ago.
This whole month I said we
But you gotta care about it the way you can't. Like, you can't be letting it, like, just decipher where you're dropping on and shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel like right now I gotta just do shit for like 3 months straight, not focus on numbers.
Yeah. Just put out content. Put out stuff that you like.
Put out foreign to the world, bro. Put myself out there.
Yeah.
Paradox is really good at putting himself out there. That's why he's out where he's at. If you grind it a long time, bro, he's gonna keep going. We're kind of like in a learning process, and I was just like, he was like, trying to make a beat tonight, bro, and I was like, slide, man, pull up, hey, let's do it, bro. I'm like capping, like I know how to make beats. I'm like, like I'm like barely like a noob. He's like, alright, how do we do it, bro? And I'm like, shit, I don't know, man. I don't know how to do it now. I'm like, let's fucking do it. And then I'm like, nah, I'm like joking. I'm like, nah, I kind of know the general idea. But I'm like, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm like, I probably made a couple beats, not too many, but we're gonna learn together. And like,
That's so weird.
we did get good at it. We made a couple of them.
This is another one we made together. This one's mad fire.
a computer, equipment, at least.
Oh, a little glacier freeze down.
It's the best one.
Forget about it.
No way. I fell in love with too with the whole rapper shit, bro.
Yeah. It's like that's what I wanted.
Music and like I was coming back New York, bro, and like everyone knew I made music, shit, like the host from high school knew I was like now like I'm like the guy who moved out of Long Island to California, and like in their eyes are like California chasing dreams, making music.
That was the it wasn't the situation.
No, it wasn't the situation, but like that's what like everyone looks at it as like oh like it's lit. Bro, I was like working on a weed farm, like has like gas crazy like over there, like they're like talking out the ass, like I'm like oh what? Like, you sound like I'm Bill Gates out here.
Spun it the wrong way.
Yeah. What happened?
It's like they spun it the wrong way.
Yeah, no, literally. And I'm just like, I love the one thing I love the idea of creating something and making stuff that I feel like talent holds more value than money. I feel like creating stuff that is. I feel like as a human being on this earth, I want to be hella like motivational, and I want to help other humans like reach their goals and people to believe and like kind of like a preacher, I guess, but like I want to do it through music.
Yeah.
But not like directly to my music, more so like how music people connect and then like talk.
It's like talk like it's a story.
Become a figure that has anyone to listen to.
It's like the story tells you that
right.
you can chase your dreams. It's not you being like, oh, go pray and speak things into existence.
No, I'm not gonna say all that shit. I mean like basically like me one day I'll do a short little like talk heads like yo, do this shit. I mean I really admired how I know X was like whatever white beat or whatever the fuck everyone was saying, but like he did put out that positive energy into the intro, bro.
Big time.
And that's what I want to do. Like he puts out that positive energy. Even if he was guilty for that shit, bro, he was trying to be
relatable.
He was trying to be better. He was trying to keep it real, honestly.
Realistically, he was a kid when all that shit happened, bro. We all make stupid mistakes.
He was trying to keep it real. Like
I've done some fucked up shit as a kid.
Yeah, like literally.
Like if I would still focus on those things today, like I would hate myself still. Like, and I did hate myself for a really long time.
Me too, bro. Like,
but like you gotta come to terms and
accept
yourself for who you are. And just do better in the future.
I mean, I definitely made a name for myself. Because you talking about me, like, still to this day in high school sometimes, you know, that shit bugged me out. I'm like, what? I'm like, how?
Who?
And I'm like, who? I'm like, literally. I'm like, they know? They're like, yeah, bro. Like
you're saying someone else will mention it.
Like, honestly, my music lived on to after I graduated, bro.
That's so far.
And, like, lived on to that school, like, the legend of Young4N, like, kind of cool. Hope one day that.
Have you ever had like a younger kid from Sachem be like, yo, I went to your school?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. DM me and shit like that. Yeah, 100%.
That's so fire.
And I always think like, hopefully one day, man, the legend, it'll be like John Belly and Young4N.
Yeah. Come back, play basketball. Come back and play soccer with the kids.
That would be so cool, man.
John Belly used to do that.
Yeah, the school. The feeling I always wanted to come back to school. Kind of tell them that. I remember I was doing that music shit throughout high school, bro. So like, to show like the teachers, I wasn't a bad student, bro. I was just like lazy, and the teachers knew that. And they were getting pissed at me. They're like, bro, like you're literally hurting yourself. You could get out and be like A student. Like, why aren't you A student? Like, I'm gonna be in this class waiting for us to end, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, music is a high to me, bro. The right music can be a really good high to me. Like, I don't know if this was the day. You and me were talking on the phone. Talking about the LA shit, and we hung up, and then where did I go after that? I drove somewhere. I forgot what it was. But I drove somewhere by myself, and I played the music. And I could not stop smiling in the car, gang. I was, like, laughing.
Perfect combination.
Like, I was just, like, I don't know, like, it was like I got high, but I was like a little kid high. Like, I was like
you're about to go to the toy store.
Yeah, like, I was so hyped. Like the music came on. Like I was like feeling all giggity, like in my car. I was like laughing. Like I was like, oh my god, it's like
it's crazy how much it can change your mood.
Like, it makes you so much better. Like feeling high, being high, and then getting good news on a high is so valid. Like, I getting smacked and I'm so stressed out that I don't even realize it. Like, I don't even enjoy the high. Like, you're just like stressed.
Yeah. I love to draw, but I just never had the self-esteem to like take pride in it. I just thought my drawing was like shit. I thought like you had to be like a master portrait.
That's what I thought about music, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
like I
you
thought
said that. I used to think that you had to be like
a god at
a
singing.
god at singing,
Yeah.
or you had to be fucking Eminem.
That's how I thought about drawing.
You
I was
couldn't
like,
be a singer.
Yeah.
So when I heard like Lil Yachty shit, I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can do this better than this shit. So I was like, what can I do? And then I started creating shit, and that's how it all started. Like,
yeah. It's like thank God you came to that realization when you were a kid. Like it took me so long. It took me till I was like 21, 22 to come to that conclusion. I was like, God, what do I really like?
That shit made me realize that, bro.
That's made me
When
realize that too.
When I was 15, I realized I could do anything on this earth. I was like, not stupid as fuck, but like it made me realize like you're like, okay, like you didn't know this before the acid, but like it did.
Like right in front of your face.
Yeah, like, but it did make me realize that like we're all like fucking living on this big ass earth, and like we're all humans, and like life is just one span, and you're gonna die, and it's gonna be gone. So like. I just tell my dad, like, all the time, like, before the music shit, I didn't even know the music shit was my plan, but I would always kind of just be like, oh, like, I'm fine. I didn't even have a plan back then, like, realistically. I've always just kind of been an entrepreneur vibes my entire life. My dad told me something that I'll never forget. He used to say, you always start shit, but you never finish.
Damn. He told you that?
Yeah. Not long ago. When I was like a kid. The problem with you is that you always start shit, but you never finish. Right. Like thinking like, damn, like, it's right. Like the music shit, I never stopped though. I told him that. Like when we get back, I remember bring back like quotes. I'm like, remember when you told me that? One thing I haven't stopped was you. Making music. That's how I know I really love it.
Has he listened to your music?
Yeah. I think it's good. I think it's like, there's different songs. Like I don't really sound like show him the trap ones because it's just a waste of time. Realistically. He doesn't like know about that shit.
Yeah.
But like if I show him like,
you gotta show him stuff that's digestible.
yeah, he knows about it, he'll be like, oh, shit's really good. Like,
hell yeah.
For sure. But my dad's kind of like, he doesn't really like, I think he does it on purpose. He never really like.
Do you think he's just trying to push you?
Yeah, I don't think my dad's never been like impressed by me. Like I never felt like my dad impressed. Honestly, I just feel like everything I do for him is like not impressive enough. It's like not good enough.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like how I feel.
I mean, it's kind of hard to live up to like his perspective though, because like he's had to go through all that shit coming here. You know, it's like
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's like at the same time, like I'm sure he's conflicted too, because like
he's also like I can't understand really like what your vibe is, like what your vision is, because like
it's a completely different situation. Like he worked his ass off so that you could have like opportunities, you know, and like better yourself. So it's like it's probably just hard for him to comprehend. Like
I mean, the thing is, I'm taking the hard route.
Yeah.
I told him like I'm like, bro,
it's just like hard
it's a
for
hard
him to
route,
like
bro. I'm like, the easy route is you go to college, you fucking
just getting a job that you're fucking miserable doing.
Like it's not that hard, bro. And I want to try to make my friends. I got into like that paradigm and paradox and shit. He opened my eyes, bro. He made me realize that I turned into a bitter old man, bro. That's what he made me realize. That I was 23.
Right.
No, I was 22 probably, like my memory, like 23.
You checked out.
And I was like acting like I was fucking 40. Like I was like, bro, like what are we talking about here? Like he was just like full of like joy and like.
Yeah, he started like that youthful.
Youthful
that
ass
purity.
Yeah, man, and it made me feel like what am I talking about? He was having fun making the music. I fucking had no fun making music. I can't even make music by myself because it's like not even fun anymore.
Right.
He's telling me, bro, you gotta do this, that. He's like, nah, that shit's whack. He's like, when you're not fun, bro, because you're doing, fuck it. He's like, you need to fucking do this and that. You need to try out new sounds. Like, he started showing me all these sounds and shit.
Fall back in love with the process.
And he made me fall back in love with the process. If it wasn't for Paradox, I probably still would be lost. Foreign still don't know who he is. They helped me find my identity.
Wow.
They helped me find my identity by making it realize that age is just a number and just to be my fucking self. And not to be afraid of like dressing how I like and not be afraid to be like getting called weird or getting afraid to get second looks and people being like, oh dude, you're dressed like a fucking kid, whatever. Like
suck my dick.
Like literally, like I'm dressed how I fucking like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
comfortable. Like, comfortable with that. Like, comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable with my own body. I'm comfortable with the person I am. I'm not embarrassed. Like, I am who I am.
HDTV.